Oh, my lordy lord. I suppose when the music stops, the truth begins.
Ooh, truth begins.
Because we got the Juan. And hopefully the mics are working because the two.
Those. Looks like it is.
Cameras are zoomed in. And the production is complete. All right. Welcome back to the TrutherCast.
Hard work. I'm sweating.
Welcome back to the TrutherCast, home of the TrutherCast. We are here to take your truth order because, folks, my theme of the show tonight, I know it might sound crazy if you listen to too many headlines, man, and all of that doom and gloom might be getting to you, and somebody may have slipped you the black pill. It might sound crazy, but I theorize that because of this crazy son of a bitch here in the cutout behind me, I think the world is healing, man.
Yeah, depending what source you're hearing.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the sources coming for us, right? So we're gonna break them all down in the show. Welcome into the live, Mr. Steezy. Thank you for hanging out there, my good brother, sir. How are you doing, my friend? What be up with you tonight, man? What is new? What'd you see last week that was interesting? What are you hearing the crazy radical left talking about that they got the download from the week? Maybe you could fill in for Trolley since he's not very helpful anymore and he just kind of comes in screaming and crying because he seems to have been disconnected from the download machine. He's not getting the downloads. But anyway, if you're not familiar with the show, I appreciate you for stopping on by. I promise to you that I will respect your time because I ain't a talk in circles, fill in the time kind of guy. So sometimes the show's 2 hours, sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's 3 effing hours. So, it keeps pertinent, and I, hit us with the news feed here from the alt news, the independent, the citizen journalist space. And, we don't gotta go on to them too long. We hit you with the highlights here. And if you would like to know more about that or share it out, to somebody to help them, understand what's going on, to spread the awareness so more people can get realization. The blog machine has been fixed last week. So I got that sucker working and we have got the blog site down below live. If you look in the description box down below, you got the show receipts every episode. So you can follow along there after the show when you need to pull something up, or maybe during the show. Maybe we're talking about something that hits you and you're like, hey, I was just talking to so and so, like mom, dad, brother, sister, cousin, my friend, my coworker, and they were saying this, and they didn't get it, or like maybe Scott's got a good post there that's got some information about that topic. You could click on the website in that link description box, pull it up, go down to that post. You can open it up yourself and then share it to them, because Sharon's Karen and all that baloney, right? But here we believe that awareness brings the realization, folks. So stay tuned. We'll be going through the locals here and we'll be breaking it all down. But, I got to let you know, folks, if you got a computer, you do got to keep in mind, I could help you out. I helped out a nice older lady this week because, she did the fell for the phone number thing, got the people on the web or on the computer, got logged into the bank account. And then all of a sudden she was like, oh, wait, this feels bad. I'm going to shut her down. But you go to the bank.
Hopefully not too late.
Yeah, I don't think they got any money yet, but she was full logged into the bank account.
Either way, you got to keep an eye on it.
So what they tell her at the bank account now, man, is, hey, you got to go get a clean bill of health. So she met me, and now I'm going to take care of her. So if you got a computer and you would like a like-minded tech guy, sponsor of the show is me and my company, Revival Tech. So down below in the description box as well, you can hit that signup.toleratetech.com. And I don't know if you've ever thought what it would be like. What it would be like to have a tech guy, but then have a tech guy that you could shoot the breeze with about what's going on, man. Maybe fill in, let you know a couple things to check out for the week. Or maybe you can learn me on something and I'll cover it, in the show. It's not a bad trade-off,
Nuggets. Trading nuggets.
I like trading nuggets, bro. But Mr. Dan will let you know the free way to help out around here, man. You got to keep a freeway, right? Be frugal.
Yeah, you got to save that money in these times. And you can do that by clicking the share button and sharing it to whoever, wherever, which qualifies you to avoid being a hoe. As our great friends Andy and DJ over at the Andy Frisella Project, they let us know how you avoid being a hoe, which is sharing the show. Nice and simple, maybe 3 clicks, probably about 3 calories. Hey, there you go. You can share it multiple times and you're like burning calories. You don't even have to go to the gym. You just share.
You could probably spare a few calories, fatties.
Spree.
Oh, I couldn't wait to make fun of me, but Jack back at you because you texted me this week. Hey man, are you an extra large or a extra large? I said, oh, damn. I didn't know I was that fatty.
That's a larger extra large.
No, I texted back larger extra large. She said, yo, dude, is you XL or double XL fatty?
Oh, did I do it? Well, you bigger than me, and I'm almost borderline XL. So
I told Emily, I said,
because I'm a lanky guy.
Sure. Because I said, Dan's pretty scrawny. He's in like anorexic territory, so he's probably not sure about how the larges and the XLs work. I didn't take offense.
Oh, I just got a lot of people about your size. They're on the XL and double XL. Too,
I'm just upgrading to XL. It feels weird because I do feel like a fatty.
I think it's just like you're more of a guy that's always been being able to wear like nicer clothes for work attire, so it fit. Being able to fit a little nicer and tighter is just like all right when you're out there tucking furniture and stuff a little looser fit. Yeah. That's probably a big part of it. Me, but it'll fit my body good, but then I raise my arms up and it's just
I hate that. Right. That's what I've been getting now with my my mediums and almost larges. I get the showing off the midriff, right? But shout out to Wilkinson in the chat. Hey man, get that 75 hard walk in. Thanks for tuning into the show while you're doing that. That is a great time to listen to the show, man. Okay, so I'm also glad. Wait, the 70, yeah. She asked if you started, and I said, well, I wasn't going to press him because, he's a contrarian, so I'm going to let him come natural. But he hasn't mentioned anything, so. Yeah. Gallon of water. It's not so bad. A little tricky. Well, you gotta start earlier in the morning, perhaps. Um. Yeah. Uh, my 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 buddy that's like a personal trainer, he did 75 hard, and he said the water was actually the hardest thing for him. And so his thing was literally, I think he said it was like 5 regular water bottles or something, right? But he was like, dude, literally in the morning when I'm taking my shower, I would just pound 2 to 3 of them, like just immediately, just to get that out the way. And I was like, that's one way to do it. Yeah. You're right. Right. I highly recommend just getting the like bigger thingy. So then Emily's got one where she before she goes to work, she'll pound the like extra so that she can fill it up to the top, and she knows like, oh, that's just got to be finished, and then that's the end of the day. And I was like, oh, that's a good one too, because she can't be sipping water 24/7 while cutting hair or something like that, or going to the restroom all the time is kind of tricky too. So Wilkinson, good radar detector. First up, I was gonna say, speaking of Dan saying, hey, everybody's got to save money now. He got muted. Did I actually bump him?
Bumped it with my face. Maybe I bumped it with my face. I don't know.
Maybe I bumped it with my face. Always good with the audio. Good look, Wilkinson. So Wilkinson,
this has happened.
Oh yeah, somehow, and I'm watching you, and I don't see it.
I made sure
like,
it was
I don't
on
notice
before
it.
we started this time too,
Yeah.
and I looked over there.
Yeah.
And then I guess
it's like a magic trick. You're like, watch me mute
I'm
it.
getting way too close to this thing. I gotta back off a bit.
No, but speaking of saving money, you were saying, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's freaking out about the gas prices, right? Like, oh man, now there's word of Iran kind of tipped the scale thing, in their direction. It's more funny when it's broken at first.
It's funny it does it that little function every week. It resets.
Every week. If I had it on this,
It resets it in the program.
So the deep state media is trying to say that America bombed. Oh, this was a different one. So the whole thing is that Iran took over the like Strait of Hormuz, right, to try and like block all the ships and just cause a stink for everybody.
Yeah.
So, oh crap, gas prices are going to see $4, right?
Cost you money.
And then Israel bombed some kind of like an oil rig, like entirely. And then Trump was like upset about it, and so he publicly said like, "Hey man, that's not cool. That's not what I wanted to happen." Because one, don't be just blowing up everybody's oil unless it's like controlled, But then two, if prices go up, the deep state media is going to run with that on Trump, bro. They're going to use that as like #1 hit piece,
He said he was going to lower gas prices. Look at it now.
And oh my God, his war failed.
I mean, it kind of sucks, It's like, yeah, well, essentially, it's what they're up in prices because we're using a whole lot of fuel during these operations. So we're using our reserves, even though we're like good, still gotta pay for it technically since we're part of the worker bee squad. We gotta pay our part to make sure our nation can pay its bills. That's why we got this great place to live, right? Yeah, how it's supposed to be.
Wait, Wilkinson, what did you need to know when Dan was muted?
This worker bee's been taxed heavily for years. It's very tired.
Wait, Steezy's still not getting Dan? I'm seeing Dan on the feed over there.
There's no blinky on my side anymore.
Yeah, I'm getting audio. Maybe it's catching up. Maybe it's catching up there.
Maybe.
Test 1, 2. Wilkinson, what did you need to know that Dan was saying when he was muted? She needs to close the loop. The 75 hard situation.
What was that? The one we're talking about water bottles, I think.
Like, Are you like? Did you start the 75 hard? And what are you doing?
Nope, haven't started it. I've been trying to get a day fully in there, but I've just been gunning so hard trying to catch up on things. I've just been focusing on that. It's getting my life together, you know. So it's like part of the thing. I'm just not doing the exact program of the gallon of water. I'm still eating good, stuff like that.
That's why I tell everybody is it's a time management discipline program that is, you know, shrouded in a workout plan.
Yeah, hucking like 150 mattresses on a weekend, I think, is a decent little workout. Like,
right. But you ain't getting that. It's for work, cardio,
so, you know.
Get that cardio though.
Oh, well, we gotta walk back and forth a lot. We
doesn't get the heart rate going as much as like a straight 45-minute walk. I'd maybe argue.
Well, I mean,
but yeah,
I hustle. My walk is like a very brisk, like slow jog. I got long legs to most people. They're like, dude, you're like going so fast. Like, hey, I'm just hustling. I'm trying to get her done, get going.
Okay, cool. Mics are back in for everybody. But so the gas price thing, everyone's crying about. Oh, the Terrys are jacking up the Strait of Hormuz, right? Well, apparently the United States military cleared up that Strait of Hormuz.
They got the whores out of the moose,
and gas prices dropped 20% already, and the stock market skyrocketed back up. So I think we're all good again.
Yeah, I think the problem's averted for the time being, at least.
Again, healing. We're already healing. Now the antibodies are even faster.
Just had to get the whores out the moose. What you know?
Yeah, man. I don't want no whores in my muse, you know. The other one that I thought would be good if, you know, Trolley was going to show up here. Did you hear that, you know, the deep state spin trying to say that, you know, America bombed that school and killed like a whole bunch of little kids in Iran, right?
Oh, yeah,
I think we mentioned it last week, right?
Yeah.
And then I talked to Steezy about
and
that
Trump's
one too.
Backing him, so Trump's a kid killer.
Right. So turns out, not only did Trump in Hegseth say, "Oh, that was actually Venezuela," or I mean, okay, on the hour. Not only was that, you know, Iran, right? So maybe they would lie because, of course, they'd say, "Nah, dude, that wasn't us," right? But then we also have a new video in here with a different angle where the internet has now done their analysis.
Like 9/11 all over again.
At minimum, it is not a Tomahawk missile from the United States, unless, you know, oh, they're trying to like false flag it and make it look like it was Iran, but that's like a big circle back, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm biased because I think the military is on the good guy side right now, so that don't make no sense. Now, if this is Barack Obama, I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And maybe they are, you know.
He does like blowing up, you know, civilians. Right. So I don't know, he might have been.
Right.
Allegedly.
So, yeah, reconfirm, and here is the post to share, a liberal that you had been hearing last week cry, bitch, and moan and try and say that, you know, Trump and the military team are children killers. So, you know, here's the post right there. Number 1 on the blog site, folks. Pull it up.
Like in a game of dodgeball when you're in the back and you're trying to snipe somebody like near the front. One of your guys up front switches over. You just nail them right in the back of the head. You know, like, sorry, friendly fire. I said I gotta. The actual children dying is, you know, not quite as funny.
So you're a car racing kind of guy. I think you'll get a huge kick out of this one, bro. So I got to make us a blog post that sums up all the fun, cool shit that Trump's going to do for the big 250 birthday of America, right?
Heck yeah.
So apparently there is now going to be some kind of an Indy race. I don't know what that means.
That's just like,
IndyCar.
Yeah, and just
are they smaller?
They're the open wheel, like Indy 500. Familiar?
Right. Yeah, like F1. You know.
Yeah. They're like F1s. They're just not as fast as F1.
So they're gonna race on the streets of DC.
Oh, dude.
And one of the, like, the end of it goes right in front of the finish line is right in front of the Capitol building. Like, wait, what?
See,
did they like AI this? I'm confused.
See, running a country is like running a business, and having the businessman run this is just
marketing, bro.
He knows what the people want.
Bro, that's genius, dog. So let's listen to this. I ain't listened to this yet.
be cool if it was FM, but Indy still sticking dope.
The fans have turned up in a huge way this weekend.
NASCAR is pretty
Hey,
freaking
hold on.
American.
Is this the first like official commercial thing I've seen where they just used AI?
I doubt it, but like, yeah, this is great.
And it's quite simple. History. We're in it to win it, bud. 10-4. 3, 2,
More.
And you can hear the crowd. History in the middle changes the game totally.
Are they gonna like repave the effing street? Like how? I don't know, bro. But it says NTT IndyCar Series hits the streets of the nation's capital on Sunday, August 23rd, celebrating America's independence and the storied tradition of the nation's motorsports industry. So not a July event, an August event, but that's fun. But in celebration of the 250th, bro.
That's pretty dope.
That's neat. Everybody's waiting for that UFC one. Everybody's starting to talk about that.
21st. I have to take a little. I'll just have to extend it to like a little over a month for my. Wait, no, actually, it'd be 2 months. Take my
For the
November.
DC trip.
Take my November trip a little early.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
just 2 months early.
But I want to go see it live. Yeah, that's a cool graphic.
Crazy. All they gotta do is have AI make these commercials. Essentially now, just one guy. It went from a crew of like 20 people,
Dude,
50 people.
talk about people losing their job. Yeah,
One guy and a whole lot of silica chips, though.
you're right. Yeah,
Whole lot of silica chips.
I heard one this week I hadn't thought about. So it is now the AI boom, and they're making all these data centers. Well, some of the data centers are actually jank because it's every Tom, Dick, and Harry getting in thinking it's like real estate when it really isn't. So they buy a building and then they put some things in it they think of, but then the people come to buy it or rent it out for the AI shit or something.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, well, where's the water? Where's the backup generators? And backup generators have a lead time of 90 months right now.
Man, they're backed up again. I forget what other event
How many
happened
years
in
is
the last.
90 months? That's ridiculous.
Well, 5 is 72, so
Like 5 times 12 would be 60.
that's what, 6.5,
That's ridiculous.
like that.
That's a long time.
Like combines for a while were really back. I don't know what they're at now. They were at like a 5-year wait.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like during COVID times. Yeah, that's
So the AI thing, bro, it's gonna bust. There's definitely a bubble for sure, you know, and come back to ground.
talking
a little
about
bit there.
AI. Have you heard of the Clawbot?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Don't touch it.
with the Mac Mini.
Yes, that's what all the dorks on the internet are talking about. It's like I heard this and now everybody's repeating it. But heads up, Clawbot fundamentally flawed in security. So if you're a regular user, you are totally opening up like your Clawbot to be hacked by bad guys, and then they have full access to your bot and whatever you logged into to allow the bot to do. So if you wanted the bot to like post on your social or check your email, hackers can
I
just
want it for
hack
running
that.
the businesses.
What was that?
I want it to be the my C3PO for running a business autonomous.
Right. So
Yeah.
we're getting there, but you just got to set it up right. So you got to make sure
you
you
set it up on a
set up
separate
your ports
server
correctly.
on a good system that's
on a VPS.
Yeah.
But what's tricky is it's just a little bit. It gets a little crazy. It's like we're not quite there, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But ChatGPT can actually do that. They have agents, so you can like you log in and it's a web browser.
Yeah.
And it literally moves the mouse
'cause
around and
a lot of
clicks
people
and
are talking about
logs
the agents
in.
'cause that's what they were using. Then they're like, this thing just kind of, then I don't have
Next
to have
level.
multiple. I can just tell
Yeah.
the one guy, and that basically makes agents for him.
It's a whole Windows virtual, bro. So it's literally just a Windows computer and it can do it whatever.
It
And it's like-
makes you feel like you're Iron Man with
Right.
Was it Jarvis?
Yeah. No, it is legit, but a lot of there's a lot of holes in it where everybody's jumping on it right away, and it's like, hold on.
Yeah.
And then there's spin-offs now that are better and stuff, but very interesting, right?
Oh, dude, the AI world's so crazy because everybody talking about they're like every hour that goes by, you're getting behind. And it's just like, I mean, yeah, sort of, kind of, but these people still gotta sleep. It's not Nazi Germany anymore where everybody's doing clinical grade meth to stay up and work constant weeks on end or whatever it'd be,
While you're hanging out here on the show.
Well, I guess you know what? It's not that different because it's Adderall nowadays. I forgot. Adderall and Vyvanse. Everybody in Silicon Valley and all that's just popping addies.
And the other thing I forget. So this just in, you wouldn't have guessed it, would you, folks? I mean, unless you've been watching the TrutherCast for the last year, right?
Unless you're a smart cookie following the TrutherCast.
I got word here that the CIA has declassified a study from over 60 years ago or something about ivermectin being a potential cure for cancer.
Interesting. Kind of old knowledge for us rabbit holers, but
yeah, we were covering some reports 6 months ago or 5 months ago.
That's just part of the more simpler thing is a lot of forms of cancer, byproduct from too many parasites making your body so toxic. So then anything that is anti-parasitic then essentially helps fight cancer.
Right. So the community note says in 1951, CIA document discusses similarities between parasites and tumors, but does not mention ivermectin. Discovered in 1970s, it does not conclude ivermectin cures cancer. Ongoing studies do not prove it is a cure. So
it doesn't cure all. Not all cancers are parasitic cause.
Right.
Some are just a mutation of your DNA code, and then it poops out bad cells, and then those keep replicating bad cells. That type of stuff.
Well, and then also, I guess not everybody is healthy for their body to fight and kill off the cancer from getting rid of the parasites. Because that's the other concept or the other,
which
idea of that.
Might be just another, what, I forget what it was exactly. I don't know if it was MS or Parkinson's, but there was a doctor that did a study on that for quite a while, and come to find out these people all had parasites in their spinal fluid.
Right.
Specifically the spinal fluid.
I think it was MS, bro.
Yeah. I mean, man, all these different people that had the brain worm, and then there's a lot of famous people that have had it.
RFK Jr.
Yeah, he's one.
Yep. So the theory is, you kill off the parasites and your body actually does stop and fight the cancer. And it's been proven in many different trials and actual doctor medications, treatments and shit like that.
Yeah. And
so, hey, we're not medical professionals. We're just covering the news here, YouTube. So,
passing on things we've heard and looked into.
Reports that I've seen on a computer screen. So do your own research, folks, and consult your doctor. We do not give any kind of medical advice here. We just report the news.
And don't play with still water. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't even actually look out for still water. Try to avoid still water. If you're walking your dogs, there's a little pond or something that's been over there, probably sitting in the woods, maybe a couple days. Yeah. Don't step in it. Don't let them drink from it. Things grow in still water.
I guess
that aren't necessarily good for you.
Yeah, and then don't get the ones that crawl up your pee, right? That one's terrifying.
Those are normally in more running water sources.
Thank God.
But yeah, I just stay out of water the most I can, other than showering.
Yeah, nasty waters. This was the post I was looking for. So gas prices already dropped back down 20%. So I guess they went up 30, 35%, and then now they're
over
back
the weekend.
down.
Yeah, then Monday hits and it generally lowers.
Well, this one's allegedly to do with the freeing up the Strait of Hormuz or whatever.
They're blocking all of our barrels. How rude of them. That's when you just turn the real world into like a video game like Fortnite, and then you just catapult barrels at a time into the catching ship on the other side. Screw the canal being closed. You just
There you go.
come on over like a
Right.
baseball.
Like a game of Donkey Kong.
Yeah. You just
Roll the
hook-
barrels.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you run a giant tube like at the bank, and then you just suck the barrels on over. You put Pamela Anderson on the other side.
Problem solved. So it does seem that we may have cured the world because racism against minorities must be dead. The Facebook race blind algorithm seems to have possibly backfired into their face because its report has come out, and its findings are very interesting. And it turns out on Facebook, at least, maybe not like all the platforms, but it turns out on Facebook, 90% of the hate speech was directed toward white people and men.
I mean, sounds about right from what we see on the interweb.
Hey, man.
Maybe it's just my algorithm.
if it's got to be racist against white men to get rid of racism against minorities, I'll take the hit, brother. How about you?
Yeah, well, it doesn't really affect me.
Cool, man. I'm good.
Look at that. Whatever.
Yeah.
On to the next one.
We're good. As long as nobody's getting enslaved any longer, whatever color, effing race.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Call me mean names all day long. I could care less.
As long as we're not whipped as slaves,
Yeah. As long as we're past that.
Or just not taxed to the absolute crap, Yeah. So, hey, government, why don't you lay off a couple of them taxes, huh?
Wilkinson does confirm she believes it was MS that was being cured with some parasitic cleansers. So that's interesting.
I think that was the spinal fluid that had the worms in it.
Yes, easy, bro. Remember when the whole thing went down and Joe Rogan was talking about ivermectin as part of a over encompassing like cure or like a treatment for COVID, and then the tabloids all run the Joe Rogan's taking horse dewormer bullshit.
They remember they posted his like AI looking sick face.
Yeah, they are like photoshopped or something. Like they do to Trump,
That's
bro.
Wild, dude.
They saturate it, dude, or desaturated for the Joe Rogan one.
North Korea rocket man straight to death, straight to the shooting board you would go to.
There should be like a media gulag where maybe it's not full death, but it's very unfortunate to be there.
You
some kind of a repercussion for
like
being
old school theater. You gotta stand against the wall and people chuck tomatoes and vegetables at you.
Bro. Some kind of
really hard
public humiliation.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, man, I mean, okay, maybe I'm a little bit biased, and I cover
getting just pelted in the head with 100 apples. That would not be good.
Right. Which I am a little bit biased, and I do cover more positive things because that's the point of my show here. And we talk about some negative things, but maybe not all of them. Well, did you hear about the bomb over in New York?
Yeah. Yep. The homemade nail type bomb, basically just whatever homemade shrapnel.
And it was that Jake
bomb.
That Jake something. I haven't memorized his name, but we covered him a few weeks ago where he goes out and he kind of like anti-protests the ding dong protests. Yep. He's like pro-America, pro-Christian, da-da-da. So they call him a white supremacist, of course, right? Because
Mom Donnie was calling him a white supremacist.
So Mom Donnie came out and called him that as ridiculous.
The guy being a Muslim terrorist.
Yep. Absolutely bonkers. But
one-sided as usual.
If that does piss you off, I would like to present you with our first comedic relief of the night, folks.
Oh, and right before that, did I say it last week? I think I did. Not all Muslims are terrorists, but all terrorists are Muslims. Kind of weird.
It does kind of seem.
Maybe not every single terrorist.
Not every single
Muslim, but yep.
Being a little bit dramatic, Right. Just a little.
Heard that from a guy who was like, dang, he makes a darn good point.
It does seem to be a little bit accurate. But apparently, during Biden, there was a whole lot of domestic terrorists. So,
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, terrorist.
so to the comedic relief, first one of the night. Okay, we have got the newest video game coming soon to a Steam near you that you may be interested in throwing a couple dollars to just play a little junk food game. You're not going to be playing it for hours on hours. It's no GTA. It's no Battlefield. It's no Warzone, Call of Duty kind of thing. But it might be entertaining just to vote with your wallet because this is pretty funny.
Can only do an exchange.
No, breadsticks are extra.
I'm sorry, ma'am. That's our policy.
Crazy Karen, dude. Man, those poor innocent people. Super Karen.
Wish list now on Steam, guys. Go on and hit it, bro. My girl said, I play that game. That looks hilarious, and then Tim Pool had a funny one because the internet's melting down, of course, and so they're saying that this is racist because
racist. I think it would be
yeah.
Karen phobic.
If you go to the Wikipedia, it says Karen is a racist name for a white woman. So he whipped up a quick AI where he made a version of this called Shaniqua.
That doesn't make any sense. Karens they aren't a race of people.
Right.
They are not an ethnic group.
Oh, I didn't post about this one.
It would have to be like Karen phobic or something.
Right. So great point here. So I wanted to make a point this show. I didn't post about it, so I was waiting for it to come up naturally. And I forgot that was where I was going to use it. So we all use racist for what? Anything that used to be prejudiced, right?
Yeah.
So now everybody's 0 to 100. And if it has anything to do with a racial something or a stereotype, it's full racist. Yeah. We've talked about it till we're almost blue in the face here. The real definition of racist is actually you find your race to be supreme, right? And so there is this word prejudice. So there is like other words in the dictionary that are less, severe.
There's very specific things to be meant.
In
certain cases.
The woke agenda was trying to extreme everything to get everybody angry. And when they get angry, they get activated. So they went with the most extreme thing. Everything's racist. Everything's racist. So I ask you, are we in a war with Iran? Live chat. Are we in a war with Iran? Dan?
I wouldn't say Iran.
Are we in a war with Iran? Is it the war of Iran? Like all the headlines, the TV, the social, everything saying, oh, this war in Iran.
Yep, that's what they're saying.
So is it a war?
Not if you actually go by an actual specific definition, kind of like racist and prejudice.
Well, so so that's my point. So I feel like war is like the most extreme word we could use, and there's probably something lower.
We blew up something on somebody else's land. That's war. You could kind of, at a very simplest thing, like first see it as that, but then there's acts of war. Then there's pre-escalation stuff before possible war acts. There's all sorts of different things when it comes to this stuff happening.
Right, bro?
Because we don't care about the Iranian. We like the Iranians. It is Hezbollah and all the other terrorist organizations
Ayatollah,
that reside in Iran,
right?
which is what we are fighting, if anything, having a war on terror.
So that is the word I forgot. It's a conflict.
Yeah, I should have tagged the video in the dang locals. This guy was basically playing like Jeopardy type stuff. There's one guy asking this other dude questions, and it was like, okay, World War I. Like the game was, is it war or is it not? Very simple. World War I, war, correct. World War II, war, correct. The Korean War? Yeah, war, correct. The Vietnam War, incorrect. That was a like international something conflict.
Yeah, right.
And then it like goes on to the next one, and it was like all these different things where it has
Like
war
Iraq
in the name,
Yeah.
but it's this other complete different specific worded weird thing you probably never heard of.
Right. Because
And
then the
dude's
legal
just mind blown. But it's like, yeah, that's why learning is very important. What?
because the legal one is
You never
it
learn
would have to be
everything.
officially voted on by Congress and then declared an official war. So
Yeah.
that one's obvious or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, but I was just going back and forth with Gemini, and I was like, hey, bro, like there's other words for like a big fight like this that people call war, and it was like proxy war, low intensity conflict, yada yada yada. So like Ukraine, Russia, I would say that's way more closer to a effing war because it was so ridiculously ongoing and escalating. Right now, it kind of seems like we just like punched somebody in the face and they knocked out. So like when two guys are on the street and one dude just like lays the dude out in like the 15 seconds, do you say there was a fight? Was like, well, they were gonna fight and then the dude like ended it really quickly. So
I mean, yeah, it's still a fight. Very short fight.
so maybe it is a war.
It was a scuffle, and then he got
But bro,
knocked.
it's a short
knocked
war.
Yeah, man.
It's a short war. I didn't get the summaries on it, but Trump did do an announcement today. And long story short, he was just like, yeah. So basically, this thing is over. Like basically, we've completed everything that we were planning to do. Everything's all good. And then he did have a
psych.
Bah, 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 bah. Then he did have a mic drop moment, and he literally goes, I don't think that many other presidents would even be able to do the shit that I've done.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh damn. He dropped the shit, huh?
Oh, just being real, calling it how it is, I mean, yeah, it's maybe a little unprofessional, but
It was a hair unprofessional. I welcomed it.
We gotta carry some swagger to us again. Like we lost all of our swagger with Biden. The world laughed at us. We gotta become cool at least a little bit again. Have a mantra of some sort.
Dude, 100%.
I mean, Obama would be too it's just too quiet, not loud enough.
Yeah.
Trump's obnoxious, definitely plenty loud. So I think it really It definitely is making where people are paying attention to America again because they all want to ignore everything we're doing. Now they almost can't ignore what we got going on.
Bro, I guess
with news and everything happening.
Is it this simple, bro? Donald Trump got elected, and I not only registered to vote and went out to vote for the first time ever and will never not vote ever again because of I realized that. I also, for the first time ever, am pro-America, pro-war in the most patriotic sense of ever. All just because this son of a biscuit became the president. Before that, I was very what is it, disinjected or, bummed out about the whole situation and thought it was all screwed, bro. I said, oh, they're all on the same team. It's all a fugazi, this party, that party, all that ish, bro. Just like many people still do today. Some reason, bro, this guy comes in and I was like, dog, the whole deep state media is against him. We might actually have a good one. And then when he's in control, I'm like, rah, 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 America, baby.
Yeah, it sucks to hear all the other headlines because it's like, oh, yeah, he started a war, he's in with Israel just murdering people. I mean, the Israel thing's kind of still a thing and whatnot because, we fund a lot of their crap. And that's a whole nother crap.
Speaking of
And
funding
it's
crap.
like, oh, he's gonna end a lot of wars. Well, as the Russia-Ukraine conflict stopped, yeah, I guess they're still fighting over there. I think it slowed down, but I don't know. I don't know if there's anything of
Which
his
one?
doing it. The Russia-Ukraine. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
have we-
he's
like, what
sure
happened
he
to that,
sure
bro?
tried. He sure tried, but I mean, yeah, that's still going as far as I know.
Yeah, like, is it no updates, no nothing? There's no, they've already traded in their
Yeah.
flags for like
Yeah.
Palestine,
I
and
don't think a lot of people
then they traded him in
realize
for,
sometimes to
or they traded
stop
it in for
war,
Venezuela, then they traded it in for Iran.
yeah,
So we're like,
sometimes the only way
we're
to
like-
stop war is to do some war-like
to
things.
end it.
Yeah, to end the party that's never going to change their ways. So you just nuke them out. Man, like, but see, everybody was complaining they were bombing them because like they had nukes. They're making a nuke. Like,
Mhm.
we're trying to let them just do their thing over there. Like, as long as they can't touch us,
Mhm.
can't touch our boats, something like that. But when they just keep doing it and keep trying to, they have planes to fly on over in our country and possibly harm our people, or they're harming our people in other countries that are closer over there. Oh, yeah. What are you gonna, like, if they're not gonna change? What do you do? I mean, what happens when a dog keeps
Well, it's been
attacking
going on
other
for a
dogs?
long time, bro, and we've tried to talk to them, and we've given them
That's what
opportunities.
say, like, if a dog bites another dog, like, sometimes they give it a chance. If the dog bites another different dog on
Or
a
a human.
random, like, yeah, Jenner, what do we do?
Getting put down, bro.
Yeah, euthanize it. I mean, and I feel like maybe give it a little more chances than that, but
Sure.
we
Depends on how bad it is,
we've
right?
Sure
Again,
given them way
it's-
more chances than
Well-
3.
well, again, it's not a
Decades
black
and
and-
decades of chances, and they just keep on doing it.
Again, it's simple. It's not a black and white. It's a how bad was it? Like, if the
Yeah.
dog's nipping people's hands, not going to get put down.
Right, yeah.
If it's
they
biting,
killed
if
another
it's
dog,
biting their whole entire
basically,
hand, and like,
yeah.
there's like flesh chunks ripped out, that dog's going to be put down pretty quick, bro. Like,
right,
so
yeah.
again, these guys are killing thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of Iranians, Americans, and all sorts of different people, bro.
Yep.
And just terrorizing the whole Middle East, dog.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go so far, man.
The left wants oppression to be left, right? They want rid of oppression. Well, there's the real oppression.
Yep.
And we're trying to do something about it. It's just, it's not rainbows and goodie lullabies to bed for
Bro.
them. So it's just not cool. It's not how they want it done. Well, here's the thing. It's because they have not been told very much no in their life. So they get their cake. They get it
Entitlement.
fed to them.
Yeah.
Entitlement, just like the Karen video
Yep.
game led with entitlement.
So I was reminded today of the Iranian Olympic soccer team. So they played a game like right after they took out Khamenei, right? And they literally refused to sing the national anthem. They all just sat there quiet. And it's like, well, you might be oppressed if you don't want to sing the national anthem.
Yeah, man, I think one of the we have the right to it, but it's a little hard. I feel like it should be more of a given thing, like a passport. Because imagine if you were like sponsored as an American to also like travel abroad, which is putting our dollars in other places to then get spent, and then that's actually probably good for the economy. I'd say
Good for the United States dollar as well.
yeah, because then
Keep the dollar flowing.
Yeah, what can they?
'Cause now
do?
they get dollars, and then what do they do with the dollar?
Buy American thing, buy thing. They do business with places that do dealings with American dollars, so it just ultimately then more flow of the money everywhere in the world is
Well, that's why
good for the
Barack
dollar.
Obama gave Iran billions of dollars. It was just trying to help the flow of the universal dollar money.
Right.
Yeah.
If they would like just give Americans passports, like a social security card, basically, then they could travel a lot more freely, easily to different countries to see what it's like to then either get ideas to then bring back to America and then make it in America, do the whole melting pot thing, bring in different ideas and like flavors from around the world together, or you're spreading more Americans. It's just good
Yeah.
overall. But you'd also then be able to see in these different places how
Right.
good you have it back over
Right.
here in the U.S.
Didn't you bring it
or
up last
what
week?
you can do in the U.S. to make it better, to be more like a place that you like more.
Right. Didn't you bring it up last week, that story that went viral of the Americans that said, "Oh my God, Trump," and they moved to Canada, and then they realized that they didn't qualify for any health care and for any
I
benefits,
don't think that was me,
and
but
everything was more
I'm
expensive.
familiar with one.
And then now they're asking for donations because they're freaking poor and they can't afford to live. I think it was like one of the big, like Montreal or something, one of the big liberal cities of Canada. And so now they're like, victiming
That
on the
sucks.
internet and asking for money.
That sucks. They had to learn. They're learning the real hard way.
Sucks to suck, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of funding things from before, right? What if they got Maduro and now he's singing on election fraud? Because, it's possible, okay? Now you say, what the hell does Maduro have to do with anything, okay? Well, first, look at this timeline. So January 3rd, Maduro is captured, okay? It's already been that long. That's crazy. It feels like a blink ago. And then January 28th, the FBI raids Georgia elections office. Okay. And then March 9th, the FBI seized election records for Maricopa County in Arizona? Interesting.
I mean, we just got feds working all over the place. They're a international organization, right? I think.
So now one of the voting organizations that was running our elections was Dominion, right?
Yeah.
That was the one Tucker Carlson was blasting, and then they sued Fox.
Yep.
And Fox, owned by Rupert Murdoch, who's not conservative. He's actually a deep state liberal Democrat. He just caved and he paid them because it would make Tucker look bad.
Yeah.
And that's when Tucker left, because everybody said, oh, he's going to get fired. So he just left Fox, right? So Dominion voting system, which has now also been 100% proven to have fraudulent voting, okay? Well, the other voting system, there's a few, but another one that's like the large second under Dominion is called Smartmatic. Does that sound familiar? It sounded familiar to me. I remember that one coming up when we were covering election fraud stuff. So apparently, Smartmatic is actually founded in Venezuela by Venezuelan nationals. And then in 2005, they bought Sequoia Voting Systems, another Venezuelan voting technology system. So allegedly what people are claiming is that Maduro in the Venezuela is actually the creator of this fraudulent, make it easy to cheat voting system, right?
Yeah.
That's been around for a while, right?
I know they hired some people to make these programs and they couldn't talk about the program.
Right? And so now, this is definitely a conspiracy theory. But when he got Maduro, conspiracy theories started going around, and everybody was saying, I wonder if Trump went and bagged up Maduro because he's going to make him sing on this whole frauded election. Because
look, publicly we don't got Guantanamo. Privately, we have Guantanamo 5.0.
Right, bro. Wherever it is, right, dog?
Yeah.
So I wonder, dog. I wonder if this has anything to do with it, bro. I wonder if they're getting Maduro to sing. Because, these things were probably going to happen anyway, so it could just be correlation and not causation, but very interesting. I want to see that one play out, man, because a big topic on this show, man, has always been pointing out voter fraud and trying to bring some more awareness to it so we can help others get some more realization on the voter fraud. Man.
Like for us Illinoisans, we want to Pritzker out. On average, most local elections it's like 15% of the local community to go vote. Like that's how many people vote in the local election. So if you want things to change, you gotta go vote.
Bro, amen. Which, by the way, I did want to bring this up. Also,
if he paid like 15%, so that means it's cheap. Pritzker has been paying, and it's been cheap to buy people to go vote for him. Like in Illinois, it's been a It'd be so easy if us red people just go vote against him.
Right. So it's the 17th, bro. So we got to start shouting this out. I'm gonna make a blog
17th of
post
which month?
this month.
This month.
It's like in a few days. Yeah, I believe for the governor race. Is it March 17th? Yeah, March 17th primary, homie. So I'm gonna make a blog post and start posting it out. So I'll bug you to share it to try and
Yeah.
help get the awareness out. But I feel like last minute is all that really matters. So I'm just gonna post like a nut job for the next like 7 days or
Well,
something.
I mean,
like that.
everybody's memory span's not longer
You know
than
what I
like
mean,
a couple
dude?
days, if not a
You
day
know.
nowadays, since Reels and TikToks and all this.
So our opportunity to get rid of Pritzker dog is coming up, and I posted something about this, and then one of my friends on Facebook was like, "Yeah, we got to get rid of Pritzker."
He just signed another bill that was $600 million in taxes on small Illinois businesses.
Yup.
Was passed.
Bro, I
yeah,
swear
they're just milking us even further.
it's the
My
primary.
teats
bro.
are
Isn't it?
dry already, Miss Priska.
I know.
I can't provide no more.
U.S. Senate.
You know what? You get a good accountant. Give him a
Okay,
good
yeah.
one of those. It's your money, and you want it yesterday. Call J.G. Wentworth.
Democratic primary.
If you're a '90s kid growing up in Rockford, you definitely there's no way you didn't hear a J.G. Wentworth commercial. That dude, that dude is a. If I had to hire anybody nowadays, like if he would be my marketing guy or have whoever was doing his marketing for me, I'd hire them.
Why is Pritzker not on this? I'm confused. This is a horrible blog post. Interesting.
Oh, dude.
Governor Republican primary.
Watch
Voters
it
will
live.
choose.
Watch.
Oh wait, is this a primary where we vote for who's going to run in the midterm election at the end of the year? Is that how the primary thing works?
Yep.
Because Pritzker's not on this page.
See, we don't even know how the voting thing works.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Because I was like, wait, what? A primary thing? What does that mean? Like, how important is this? But it's all important, in my humble opinion.
Is primaries like midterms for governors?
No, because midterms is this November. Yeah, the midterm big general election, they call it, I believe. But we got senators. We got, what was this one? Yeah, the Republican governor candidates. And I don't know, but my friend posted, he said, we got to get rid of Pritzker, but anybody but Bailey. And I said, why, bro? I haven't heard about nobody else. So what are the likelihoods that enough people are going to vote for the guy I've never heard of? And I'm into this shit, okay?
That's so many different people. Republican.
That's wacko.
Oh, that's our first problem, guys. Come on now.
But that's what happens with president. A lot of people go running, and then it just magically turns into one person.
I guess
right?
after this, it'll get narrowed down, and then we'll probably see a lot more advertising about it. I guess.
Right. I'm hoping, right? Because my pitch for Darren Bailey is, when's the last time you saw a politician pray at the end of his social video? This guy prays to Jesus with his wife at the end of a social video. Like,
I mean,
that's
like,
kind of cool to see, man, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, does he need to like bring it publicly into his, like church and state, like separate a little bit? But I think people like it either way for the most part.
Right. So hey, man, unless somebody else has got some thoughts and opinions and a better opportunity than Darren Bailey, if we could at least just get somebody in there that's not Pritzker and is not a piece of shit. So I'm working on a blog post to break this down, and I'll be looking into Darren Bailey some more. But he also got me when he said he wanted to start an Illinois Doge. So like, yes, please, sir. Yes, yes, please.
That's a big one.
Start an Illinois Doge for the love of God.
Yeah.
I bet you we find a whole bunch of fraud, waste, and abuse, man.
Oh, well, a whole lot. Which Lindell conspiracy logic? Mike Lindell?
Mike Lindell, man. Because he got hit by Dominion for that lawsuit, and he is appealing it, which I heard was going well the last time I checked in, but I'm not sure what the total
That's
update
the Mike,
is.
the My Pillow guy, right?
Yep. Yeah, My Pillow. You got to get My Pillow. Mike Lindell.
I don't know. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to protect him. All we got to do is he's got a stash of his pillows around, and then we just duct tape a bunch of pillows around him, and like he'll be safe forever.
Evacuate. Throw him onto the pillow pile.
Yeah. None of them pillows stop anything.
I hear they're very comfy.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. They're not cheap. What up, Neil Tapir? What up? What up?
Quality isn't cheap.
Damn, live chat be popping today, man. All the homies showed up. Much appreciated, everybody. Make sure to hit that thumbs
They
up and let
might
the
be
algo need it.
sharing
Know
the
it.
show.
Amen, bro.
They
Share
might
that
be
show.
avoiding the hoe.
Something in the air, man. What is in the air,
Some
bro?
people like being
Is
called hoes, though. Yeah.
winning. The winning is in the air, so don't worry, Neil Tamir. There's a lot of winning in the air. It's not a big deal. It's the most winning, but it's not a big deal.
The absolute most winning we have done. We are doing. I don't know if any other president could do the shit I've done.
I can't believe you said that. It's like, I like that, but then the old heads are going to be like, oh, why is he swearing on the TV? I'm like,
Hey, yeah. Mama's watching.
what's the live chat thing, man? Are you guys like or not like? Put a like or not like for Donald Trump on the world stage saying, and honestly, I don't think any other president could do the shit that I've done, right? Like, what is it? You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Yeah, that's right. Special guest DJ T's always in the house.
type it in the live chat below. Like
we got
or
a lot
no
of,
like?
We just got a lot of good connections. We know everybody,
Like
man.
or
We're
no
best
like?
friends like everybody out there. Well, except the bad
Speaking
ones.
of Daddy Trump,
I don't want to be best friends with Ellen DeGeneres. That'd be annoying.
I've got an old throwback for you because I love pulling up old Daddy Trump throwbacks, bro. So this is one that I'll definitely keep in mind to pull up on the blog post on the TrutherCast.com website.
You like throwing
when I
it
need to
back?
share this, right? When I need to share this to some libtard that's on the internet's crying and bitching and moaning about Donald Trump is, right?
Orange man bad.
So don't forget, or I said, so do you remember that time in 1995 in New York City, Veterans Day Parade was on the brink of collapse due to a lack of funding, and Donald Trump swooped in and quietly donated $200,000 of his own money and helped raise $300,000.
He's always loved New York City.
And again, just like president, this is why businessmen make sense more than politicians. He is financially benefited by making the city good. He is financially benefited by being popular in marketing that he helps make the city
It's
good.
almost like in school, you do good things and you get rewarded for it.
Yes,
by
and that was where I was
by
going.
The entity that has more funds and power than you do, which
And
is our government.
And the deep state programming wants to keep you down and makes getting money seem like a dirty, bad thing. But making money is not a dirty, bad thing. It's a reward.
Well, and
Or
also,
doing a service
also
and
they
solving a
have
problem.
money, and they are trying to give it to you. If you do, if
Right.
you want to do cool things for the company,
Right.
which is the United States, they have a lot of programs to give out money to small businesses. Because small businesses are the core of America's backbone. So
Right.
they still do the majority of all of the commerce in
Yep.
America. So they are. Well, what does a good investor do? Invest into what's making money. So they are always.
100%.
There's a few states and no down payment, and it's way better than going and get a credit card when I was like 2 to 5 or 8%, $50K for like just general SBA microloan. No money down. That's darn good.
Conspiracy Logic knows all about helping small businesses get startup funding from the United States government.
All right. Yeah. that's
Anybody
right.
ever needs help with that, let me know and I'll set you up with Conspiracy Logic. He'll help you grow that business
Yeah.
and manage some finances.
Manage.
But yeah, bro, I thought this was
All
good,
about
bro.
the manage.
Once again, Mr. Donald Trump doing a good thing. And yeah, dude, sure, you could say it's for publicity, you could say it's for money, but it's benefiting all these people for him to benefit too. It's not a bad thing at the end of the day, bro. It is a good thing at the flipping end of the day. Call me crazy, call me a Donald Trump bootlicker. Just makes sense, bro. Dude's been doing this for a long ass time, bro. But what
Yeah.
everybody knows him for is, Silly Apprentice or, pageant shows or whatever the shit. More junk food TV things or whatever.
The
But
ice rink. He donated his own money to save that.
That's a great story in that book. Yeah, I really like that one.
Part of the deal.
Great story.
Good book. Good book.
That was a good read, man. It was a good read. Damn, bro.
And if you read that, you will understand Trump is still the same. He doesn't morph much. Unlike Biden, two-faced trickster that has changed his stance. He's changed his stance. There's the video evidence on that through the decades.
Well, there's a difference. There's a difference between changing your mind and flip-flopping, right, bro? Like there's a difference. Like
coming across some knowledge and going, oh, I was ignorant on that fact. I am now more updated and aware, and so I have changed my opinion on this matter. And then other people are like, we gotta keep them out of our bathrooms because it's just not right. You don't vote for me, you ain't black. Like, wait, hold on. You flip-flop.
Dan, I just want to make you feel in good company. It appears the other autistics have joined the live chat because I said, call me a bootlicker, and a conspiracy logic over here like, bootlicker. Literally, he said, call him that.
He's just putting a hand in for our troll that's missing tonight. Or maybe he's just listening.
He said, I've got you. Say less. This bro, AI is bonkers, okay, right? So apparently, spoiler alert, it's satire. But apparently, international bro code leads to the Iran ceasefire when their private group chat has been leaked by CIA hackers, bro. Pretty wild.
Development in the Iran war as Iran has signaled they are prepared to agree to terms of a ceasefire after Marco Rubio announced today that the group chats of top Iranian officials had been infiltrated. Here is President Trump commenting earlier today from the White House.
It's bad news, these group chats. I mean, no man on earth wants his group chats with the boys released for everyone to see. It's locker room talk. You've heard me say that before? It's very embarrassing.
Like, it's nobody wants their chats with the boys leaked out. I'm like, dude, what? This guy is just one of us, man. He talks just that.
Embarrassing. And we had the CIA and Mossad infiltrate them months ago. And let me tell you what's in those group chats. It's bad. Of all the bad things the Iranians have done, the killings, the bombings, this is the worst by far.
I'm joined now by CNN senior correspondent Kevin Brown, live on the ground in Tel Aviv for more. Kevin, what more can you tell us about this story?
Thanks, Jake. The mood here has been tense, to say the least. However, it's appearing like some kind of resolution is on the horizon. The endless bombing campaigns from the Iranian regime have been put on pause since this news dropped. It's a story that is on par with the Israeli pager drama from 2 years ago, but this time a coordinated effort between the U.S. and Israel. I'm being told that these group chats had been infiltrated for months, and there was serious internal debate in the White House and Knesset about whether or not to release them, as this would seriously violate international bro code and could potentially lead to retaliation against Israeli and American men. Dubbed Operation Epic Funny, these group chats, I'm told, include texts criticizing the weights of senior Iranian officials' wives, racist and sexist memes that were not only not denounced, but were thoroughly enjoyed, as well as numerous instances of smash or pass, where women's photos would be posted in the group chat and Iranian officials would then comment on whether they would have sex with the women or not. Most importantly, none of these women were their wives, which is, of course, incredible leverage for the U.S. and Israel in forcing an end to what has now been almost 5 days of nonstop bombing.
Truly frightening stuff, and I think I speak for most people.
All your stuff on X, boys.
When I say that
let him finish.
Having your group chats released to the world is a nightmare scenario.
There's no question about that, Jake. The Iranians were completely fine with their country being carpet bombed, losing soldiers, civilians, and were in this war for the long haul. But the moment the White House threatened to release the group chats, their calculus immediately changed.
Are there any fears from the White House that this peace deal may fall through?
Yes, specifically, they are all worried that all these senior officials choose to kill themselves rather than suffer the potential fallout of having the group chats released. I've been told by senior officials, however, that they have group chats of even junior Iranian officials and that nothing short of full surrender from the Iranians is the only way to protect themselves.
That was CNN's Kevin Brown live from Tel Aviv. After the break, Lindsey Graham will be joining us to explain that the guy he's lived with for 30 years is really just his roommate.
Some of you probably somehow thought this was real. Obviously, it's fake. I'm comedian Danny Polischuk. If you like that, come catch me on the road. I'll be all over the United States, and you can get tickets.
He's a diversity hire, if anything. There's no way like CNN would have had him actually on.
That's why I said spoiler alert. It's satire, dog. Like that shit, bro. This guy's good, bro. Oh man, I want to know which pieces were AI, because bro, the mouth was really good, bro. That's what I'm scared of for AI. When the AI gets the mouth, bro, we're screwed because you won't be able to tell.
Yeah,
you will not be able to tell. Yeah. So this dude's just an effing comedian who committed full to this. But then what really sells it is he put in, real him. So you're like, is this AI? But then you see real him.
Yeah.
So wait until somebody does this to like actually try and dupe people, God dang, bro.
I love the subtitle at the end. Graham, I'm totally not gay.
Guy he's lived with for 30 years is really just his roommate.
Some of you probably.
Yeah, I think you
Lindsey Graham.
You could tell that guy's mouth right at the end of roommate. Like his mouth did a tiny little blip there.
But then I go back and I watch regular real videos of like say Trump or something, right? And like every video doesn't capture mouths the best. So I know the video is actually real. It's something that Trump just announced the other day. And it's like kind of like you could reverse lie to me and tell me it's AI, and I'd be like, well, yeah, see, his lips aren't that great.
That's why I want to know. I want to know because I could see him saying that. Was that real with the boy?
I know, because it's like he had to have stitched in some real of it, right? Like,
I love how it's like every person pretty much agrees. Like, yeah, no, group chat's getting leaked. Nah.
International bro code.
That'd be the worst.
I thought that was funny. Funny, but also
South
a lesson.
Park's gonna definitely run with that one.
Also, a weekly update lesson in where's AI at, bro? Like,
oh man, dude, wild. That was a good one.
I didn't want to blow too much time on this, bro, but I'm a big fan of the Patrick Bet David, bro. He's pretty dope. And coincidentally, here in this case, folks. Mr. Patrick Bet David is actually Iranian, and his family fled with him when he was a young kid out of Iran, literally fleeing the terrorist Islamic regime government. So he's got his life story that's stupid interesting. So they come to America, family starts business. This guy goes to the military for the United States. He's rah United States military, gets out, does sales, starts an insurance company. It blows up and sells it for $250 million or something like that. So dude's highly successful. But if you're not aware of Patrick Bet David and his Valuetainment channel, because now PBD podcast is a thing that's mostly pushed on YouTube. His Valuetainment channel is absolute freaking gold. I'll give him the sub on my other channel or other account. Yeah, why not? So this was a summation of the regime collapse or regime change concept. So here's just an opener. If you want to watch the whole thing, pull it up in the blog link. It's in the description box down below. You can go over to our website, scroll down, and you can find this post right there. Great summary of Iran situation from Patrick Bet David. So you can pull it up and watch this one later. But here's a little intro.
The war in Iran is chaotic right now, whether you support it or not. Everyone's wondering how ugly could this turn into. If you look at the doomsday clock when they started in the late 40s by policy experts and scientists, it's at 85 seconds to midnight. It's never been this bad. So everyone's wondering, could this turn into a possible big nuclear war? And when has a regime change worked? When has a regime collapse worked? When we hear about regime changes, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Today, I'm going to talk to you about the 8 possible consequences of how this war could end, from worst case scenario to best case scenario. Okay, so before we get into it, I have one request for you. 51% of you that consume our content on Valuetainment are not subscribers. If you haven't yet subscribed, do us a favor. Click on that subscribe button. It allows us to do more things, bring better interviews.
You have to, dude. Call to action, bro. If you don't call people to action, they don't do it.
Watch and don't subscribe too. They're just
isn't that wild?
Moseying along, just wandering along fast.
Back in the days, Mossadegh was the leader in Iran. He decided to nationalize all the oil. It affected all the oil to other countries around the world. BP was in there. They came in and said, no, we're not going to be doing this. Let's bring the Shah of Iran. Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi shows up in 1953. That's regime change. Iran, for the most part, the Middle East becomes peaceful for the next 26 years. But regime collapse is what happened with rapid breakdown of a government where leaders lose the ability to control the state, leads to power structures falling apart. In 1979 in Iran, that was a regime collapse. Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, monarchy, he's running the country, boom, replace him with Khomeini, Islamic Revolutionary Guard, that's a complete collapse. So the first one is a change, the other one is a collapse. Now let's continue. Regime change. Iraq, 2003, regime change. Planning strategic. Who drives it? Foreign governments, coups. Cause, deliberate removal. That's what they did. Hey, let's get this guy out of here. That's a regime change. Regime collapse. Soviet Union. What happened back in the day? Say, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Or communism. It was so chaotic. Everybody was worried about communism being accepted by everybody. No. We cannot have this communism thing be a massive thing that people accept. We got to get rid of this. They did. Iran Revolution, we talked about. The planning, super chaotic. So if we're going through the collapse, super chaotic, citizens, economy, military defection hasn't happened to Iran fully yet. The citizens, yes, but military turning against the government saying, listen, I can't support you anymore. And then obviously the internal breakdown. That's Iran, by the way, Venezuela. What just happened with Venezuela, Maduro, it's somewhat-ish a regime change, even though his VP is still there. It is an ish regime change. But let's continue.
So very, very interesting, folks. And he's got some real good banger insights, and he has a really, really awesome wrap-up, man. I thought his wrap-up was very, very interesting. But Iranian man turned American patriot, business mogul. The dude's flipping huge. He has gigantic seminars helping other businesses grow and scale their business. Awesome flipping guy. I thought it was very, very, very worth highlighting this video. You should pull this guy up, man. Valuetainment. And it's the regime collapse or regime change. But check that one out, bro. I thought that was a banger.
Banger.
And then speaking of, is it this one? No. Great again. Okay, 10 o'clock. All right. So speaking of the Venezuela was like a regime change-ish, right? So Venezuela President Delcy Rodriguez is now thanking President Trump. Like, I mean, real recognize real, bro. Like,
sounds like some of the other back pressure of possible bad entities putting, pressure in the back bad mafia ways, you could say, or maybe disappearance. So she feels all right to speak good about Trump because she was really edgy right after Maduro got taken. Yeah, she wasn't really saying too much.
She was quiet, right?
Yeah.
So if you're on X, good one to add to the feed, man. Build a better news feed, folks. Eric Dougherty. He's pretty good, but he was saying right here, she's standing there next to Secretary Doug Burgum. Trump is turning out to be a masterclass in foreign policy.
Quiero igualmente agradecer al presidente de los Estados Unidos, Donald Trump, que en medio de nuestra reunión escribió un post, saludando lo que es esta agenda de trabajo entre el gobierno de los Estados Unidos y el gobierno de Venezuela. Como lo habíamos mencionado y resaltado.
It's in Espanol. I'm not that good at the Espanol. She said United States and working. That's all I caught. So allegedly what she says is thanking Donald Trump. So pretty interesting, man. Regime collapse, regime change. I thought that was an interesting concept. Go check out that PBD. Another big news topic. Did you hear about Kristi Noem?
Yeah, I heard. getting fired.
What
was
have-
it because the spending of the ad money? Is that the main reason why he got fired?
So also, what is fired? Fired is when you are completely removed from a company, right? Not to be the word stickler this episode. Is it war? Is it racist?
I mean,
I'm a word
it
stickler.
still matters, you know.
It matters. So what is fired, right? That's removed from the entire company, right?
Yeah.
What's it called when you're not the manager anymore of a department, but they move you over to another department? That's demotion, promotion, something, right?
Yeah.
You know, so she was moved to another department, I heard. So she's not like totally ousted, right? But yeah, I heard. So in the investigation, she said that the $220 million ad campaign of her primarily being the face of DHS was approved, and Donald Trump literally approved it. So he was upset, and he was like, nah, I didn't do that. I didn't say that. And she kind of, I think, pulled a dummy and threw the boss under the rug. So, like, whether he really did or not, you know, it sucks, but you're supposed to be a company person, company guy, you know, company woman here, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of supposed to be like, you know, like, give the politician answer. You know, Trump approves a lot of things. There's a lot of things that get approved by Trump. Whether this one was approved or not directly by him, I'm not sure. But what I am sure of is it was approved by the administration. So, next question, please. You know, something
From what
something
I
like that.
understood, it was approved.
Well, no, 100% was. But then the other thing, there's rumors
I mean,
going
like,
around
that's a good way to say it.
Totally.
From
totally,
what
totally.
I understood,
Right.
is
right.
you could be misunderstood.
Right. You know, come on. Have you watched a Clinton deposition lately? Come on,
Yeah.
right? But then also there was just rumors going around of her, you know, in an affair or something. I don't think that has much to do with her replacement, right? But have you heard who's replacing him?
I mean, he did not have sexual relations with that woman.
You're right.
It was just aerobic exercises.
With lips involved and a cigar.
I was not pleasured at all. It was not sexual in any manner.
Have you heard the guy who's replacing her?
No, hadn't heard that one yet.
So I didn't grab the clip, but do you remember when the Pete Hegseth interview was going down and they were grilling this guy for becoming the secretary, the Department of Defense, but now it's called the Department of War? Do you remember how they were grilling him, bro? And they were saying, oh, he was a drinker. Oh, we've heard that at Fox he was drinking all the time on the job. And oh, you know, he's got a divorce because he was cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
And they were really trying to give him the business,
Trying to give
right?
him the public smear campaign.
Right,
Yeah.
with the character attacks and shit, right? And then some senator man stepped up to the plate and he said, I can't believe you guys are all going here saying this because it's all hypocrisy. Which one of you has never come to work drunk and made a vote here in Congress?
Yeah.
He said, which one of you is you know, or how many of you have got a divorce because you were cheating on your wife?
Yeah.
So he said, I want you to turn around and look at yourself in the mirror. And then, you know, hey, man, I had my problems. I had some troubles, bro. And if it wasn't for my amazing wife, I would not be where I'm at today. People do turn around, or, you know, like all those things don't just all this, you know, I'm a senator. I'm here. You guys are hypocritical. That man is Mark Wayne Mullen. And he's the dude who's taken over here for Kristi Noem, okay? He was an ex-MMA fighter, so a retired MMA fighter. So we know he's got plenty of tea, okay?
Might have some brain damage, but
Now, I was talking with my buddy Conspiracy Logic, and he did let me know this is an old one. So this is also just a explanation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of you know, this isn't like brand new fresh, but here is a reminder of who Mark Wayne Mullen is. Now, some people like the oldies, right, that didn't like Trump saying, you know, can anybody else do this shit? You know, hey, you know, might be like, oh, this is a little bit, you know, not good or something like that. Oh, shoot, it's not the one I thought.
He's at a lot of.
Let's just get started. Jump right. Says
Throwing a little cuss word out every once in a while.
Oh, it's not the clip. Okay, here's the clip. Here's the clip.
You know, I said, what the hell?
it was 99% or something like that.
Go ahead. Let's play this video from, here's the guy who's taken over as head of the DHS, Senator Mark Wayne Mullen. Here we go.
Mr. O'Brien himself, his behavior, as everybody knows in this here. And the last time, him and I kind of had a back and forth. Appreciate your demeanor today. It's quite different. But after you left here, you got pretty excited about the keyboard. In fact, you tweeted at me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And let me read what the last one said. It said, greedy CEO who pretends like he's self-made. Sir, I wish he was in the truck with me when I was building my plumbing company. Myself and my wife was running the office because I sure remember working pretty hard and long hours. Pretends like he's self-made. What a clown. Fraud. Always has been, always will be. Quit the tough guy act in these Senate hearings. You know where to find me. Any place, anytime, cowboy.
Oh, can you take
Sir, this is a time, this is a place. If you want to run your mouth, we can be 2 consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your solution every poll?
Look, he goes stick his ring
down.
out.
You're a clown. Okay.
You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit active.
Oh, okay.
No, Bert.
No, the United States Senator.
You always know when it's Bernie.
So that's the guy taking over. And then just to know a little bit more, like, you know, what side is he on and shit, right? Here's another one.
Taking away the rights of people who might not have access to...
Okay. You can't get a bank account. You can't get a job. You can't fly. You can't get a loan. You can't buy tobacco. You can't buy alcohol. You can't even sign up for government benefits unless you have an ID. But somehow, when it comes to voting, it is going to limit the ability for people to vote, or they may not have an ID. And you're going, really? But these are the same people that wanted to move alcohol and tobacco from 18 to 21, and you had to show a proof of ID. I don't get it. You can't argue with crazy, but that's exactly what they sound like.
So this is the guy taking over HHS in place of Kristi Noem. Hey, all right. Okay, let's give this guy a run, bro.
Stand your butt up. Like, he gonna call your bluff, sir. That ain't work. Nope.
He went to take his ring off, bro. Like, I'm serious, dog. He's like,
yeah, you don't want this on when I hit you with it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's much getting punched if they got a ring on that.
So yeah, ex-MMA fighter, you gonna talk ish to, bro? Like, I mean, you really think shit ain't gonna go down?
You know, they said, yeah, like, we need more Teddy Roosevelt vibes back. Speak softly, carry big stick. He was speaking softly and he was putting it out there, and then the dude wants to get loud, so he brought the big stick out. He stood up and showed he's got 2 guns that he's got ready and prime, ready for the gunfight. And he was like, oh, you know, yeah, no, I'm not good. Not good with this. I'm not going to stand up, actually. Pissed his pants a little bit. Well, we need that stuff, because guess what? That's what, you know, good dads don't never be stern on your kids.
Well, they used to fight on the floor, bro. Back in the day, they used to go fisticuffs, bro. Like
my dad and like your pops and probably like everybody, they always were talking about they're fighting with their siblings, and it wasn't like I had no siblings, so I like couldn't. I mean, I had some friends that kind of, but they were friends. I never was like wanting to. Your brothers, from what I could gather growing up, you just like having a little natural like. Hey, you gotta pick on them. You gotta beat them up.
Oh, bro, me and my brother
something.
would rough tumble all day long, bro.
Like just straight fist fight is like what I heard all the time. They're all like brothers always fist fighting type stuff. And like once somebody
more wrestling,
cried uncle, or there was too much blood, and mom said there's too much blood, and that's quitting time. It's like, man, y'all like did that. I can't have like
that's
only
like 40s,
child
50s
stuff, I guess. But yeah, and now. Yeah, it's like, oh, if you touch somebody, oh, nope, you got to get prison time. That's like, I mean, there is the weirdest things that can happen. Even the smallest touch in the wrong place, maybe you could like mess somebody's life up for an extended period of time, which, yeah, you don't want to do that. But at the same time, it's just like, if it's men would say, like, that's just, I feel like just part of the man thing. Like, there's always gonna be, and always needs to be a little Neanderthal in there. Like, wait, no, you think you want to like push your bad. Well, because the most part it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Yeah.
You got to be able to put. If you aren't stronger than the evil guy as a good guy, how can you enforce good?
Right.
Because evil will try to enforce evil and enforce it over you. The only way is and that's like the Iranian with the terrorist thing.
Yep.
You can't
bro.
just like tell it like it's programmed to be evil and only do that stuff. So you can only rid of it. You can't change it. It's in its nature. You can't reprogram it. You just had to get rid of that program.
And then, like Conspiracy Logic said, bro, that's how duels got started, bro. Like, oh, okay, bet. Like, let's not make a big squabble. Let's just go and duel, dog. Let's go, man. Like,
because yeah, if you had a fist fight with a guy disagreement, some people, if you were humble and man enough, group mature enough, the other guy whoops your butt, whether you're right or not, you might have some respect go the different way. Like, I got my ass whooped. I gotta now I can't say that to him or whatnot until like me, I'd whoop his ass.
yeah.
So, but some people are real sore losers, obviously, and so they have a fist fight. Well, you don't die after a fist fight generally, so that guy might come back and fist fight you again. If fist fight you again, maybe he'll actually come back to try to kill you in your sleep or some crazy crap. Back.
That's another reason why you just don't want to poke any bear, because you don't know what people are capable of.
Well, the whole respect thing and like morals kind of isn't there for all people.
Sure.
So that's the trickiness with it.
That's why we need to bring back mutual combat like they got down in Texas, and these guys should have just went fist to fist and settled the damn thing.
That's why duels became a thing, because
Right.
more than likely at least one of the people is dead. There wasn't okay, if you really believe it, you better believe in it strongly enough, because one of us ain't going to be standing on that opinion, fact or not fact, depending on a whole bunch of other things.
Which is back to my way. We fix the internet, bro. Trump, can we get a new law? Yeah, what's that one? We need a international social media punch in the face law.
Yep.
That sounds like a great idea, Scott. Wow, where did you come up with that on the TrutherCast Live? Holy cow. So I got the idea actually from Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, but punch in the face law, bro.
I'm actually offended, Trump. You've been here the whole time. You weren't paying attention to hear us talking about it the first time.
I'm so sorry about that, Daniel. I can't pay attention to everything, man. Like, I'm just over here trying to run the whole country, man. I got to do everything for everybody, and I get no credit from anything, man. Like,
all right,
I am totally sick and tired of all you whiny little beeps.
I'll give you a little slack this time, you mother beeper.
Thanks, Trump. Sorry he riled you up, brother. Like, it's all good, buddy. We still love you. No problem. All right, everything's fine. I'm still here on the TrutherCast Live, folks. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Golf course.
And share this out to some libtard because, boy, isn't that funny.
I'm pretty sure he can out-golf me.
Yeah, nah, he's good, bro.
He's got a lot more time on the course than I do, at
least.
He
is
I can't feel too bad.
So here is the too many comedic reliefs all in a row. I know it's going to get a little bit too many of them, but I've got 4 bangers.
We need all the laughs.
I got 4 bangers from the frickin' whatever old millennial is running that damn White House X account. Because that team, that guy, whoever the heck it is, I doubt it's a female, no offense, but some hilarious guy that's really plugged into old millennial culture is flipping crushing it. Check this one
out. Wake up, Daddy's home. Welcome home, son. Strength and honor. Strength and honor.
What will you do without freedom?
Mavericks inbound.
You can't conceive of what I'm capable of.
Finishing this fight.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
I'm here to fight for truth and justice in the American way.
I am the danger. Time to find out. Maximum effort. Pressure. Here it comes.
What?
flawless victory.
We're in a different age. I'm telling you what.
A barrage of pop culture
We
references.
have evolutionized to stage 3 in this game of Pokey America.
Woo! A barrage of pop culture references.
Oh, wow. But you know what? This is morale building right here.
Oh, man.
Everybody that's at the stage that's able to do something for change feel like can relate, and they know something about that.
Bro, I want to know the effing story of the social media team, bro, because I swear to God, I bet you that guy's going to be like, I grew up my whole life, man, and I was never really into politics. And oh boy, the old, the boomers were running things, and it just didn't get me jazzed up. So when I got reached out to by the White House and I was, they asked me if I would run the social media, I said, it is my time to shine, and I will energize all of the other millennials.
I feel like it'd be like a Jack Black movie.
Love America. I've got it. I'm going to whip out some bangers, bro. So here's the next one.
Shit, here we go again. Oh shit, here we go again.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh shit, here we go again. Oh shit.
I feel like this is a recruiting video for the military. It should be. Kids would be like, yeah, this seems right for me. Sign me up.
If you're a Gen Xer,
this seems very familiar.
If you're a Gen Xer or plus and you're not aware of this is GTA 5 and it's the opener. And it's like a total classic meme, like the "oh shit, here we go again" thing. It turned into an internet meme.
GTA 5. This is San Andreas.
Oh, this is San Andreas, right?
San Andreas. Yeah.
Oh yeah, good call, good call. Yeah, it's not the newest one. Duh, it was like 2 ago or something. Like San Andreas. Yeah. So man, absolutely hilarious. But they hit us with it 4 times.
That's like my favorite filter on Snapchat. The GTA themed one. Oh, yeah.
But in the last video, I don't know if you noticed, but we did have a few Tropic Thunder video clips in there.
I seen one.
And apparently, poor Ben Stiller, I love the guy's movies, so it's sad that he's a complete nut job TDS patient, libtard. But apparently, he cried about this.
Do we have a problem? Huh? You better get your stank asses up out of here before I cause a nuclear holocaust up in here, fool.
What's up, guys? I'm thrilled to inform you that the White House is memeing again, and Ben Stiller is losing his mind, crying on X over all of it because they used a...
Hey, White House, please remove the Tropic Thunder clip. We never gave you permission and have no interest in being a part of your propaganda machine. War is not a movie. Bruh.
He made a movie about the wars. How was it that much different?
You do know that they're actually the ones in charge of the real wars, right? Movie actor Ben Stiller.
Yeah, or like, you're basically telling the FCC what they can and can't post. Which the FCC tells you what you can and can't post.
And damn straight, Neil Tamir, I am what they might call, some people might call me Alex Jones Jr.
You just gotta get a little more angry.
So,
a little more riled up.
Freaking, dude, yeah, Ben Stiller, man, cry me an effing river and go make a good movie again, please.
Yeah.
I would like to go ahead and show you another one.
Yeah, make another night in the museum.
Touchdown exist. Up close references. And we blow up the bad guy. Brain damage.
fucking question.
But
Man,
it would not be a good TrutherCast episode if I didn't beat the horse dead. So I got one more for you.
Here comes the. Here comes the. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like. Here comes the. Here comes the. Here comes the. Y'all don't really want it like. Here comes the.
This one's going to vibe with Wilkinson, I think. Wilkinson, where are you in the live chat? You hear this one?
Man, dude, there was this, like, when in growing up hockey culture, there was this YouTube complication or whatever you call it that this guy edited together, and they used Nelly where Here Comes the Boom, and so it goes right along with it.
Bro, they they got an idea, bro, and they ran with it. They made 4 bangers that I saw. There's probably more, bro.
We'll just watch that clip before hockey games, getting riled up to hit people, you know.
Thank you for showing us all the war crimes you're committing in your illegal genocidal war with Iran that no one in this country voted for. I voted for it. So cry me a river and build a bridge over it.
And it's not a war with Iran. It's a war with the terrorists.
Yeah, no shit, bro. Dude, so I love arguing with AI like a numbnut, right? So I asked Google Gemini. I said, "Hey man, so could you give me some facts about the war in Iran and how Daddy Trump is removing all of the terrorists and the number one funder of terrorism in the world?" And it was like, well, you know, like some things that happened when, you know, Trump took out al-Baghdadi were maybe not the greatest. And I was like, wait, bro, I just said, like, you know, like I was talking about Ali Khamenei. Like, what are you talking about? And then I argued with it back and forth, right? And eventually I said, hey, man, so what? I heard a poll that 80% of Iranians did not support the Islamic regime. And it said, beep, bop, boop. Yeah, I looked up the poll, and actually, a poll showed that 91% of Iranians did not support the Iranian Islamic regime. And I said, okay, cool. So that means only 9% supported it. So why would you tell me that they weren't happy about the win in Iran taking out Ali Khamenei? And it was like, you know what? You're right to correct me. I made a mistake.
Right.
Sorry about that. And I was like, well, yeah, because you're freaking coded to be biased anti-Trump.
Y'all listeners might also not be aware. So the Iranian government, which is part of the bad terrorist regime, they're connected, and publicly broadcasted that if you basically were talking good, anything about pro-American, like, what we're doing, or just anything positive about the West right now, you will be just executed.
Get out. I had not heard that.
Yeah, they are letting the people know that if they speak out against the government, they are just going to, it is on-site kill.
That sounds very oppressive.
What does that sound like? They go to your home and then they just kill you on site.
Yeah.
What does that sound a lot like?
Interesting. Sounds like that thing they always try to say Trump is. What is it? I can't remember. It starts with like an N or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, the Nazis. Yeah.
Seems
a whole
kinda
lot like
communistic.
the Gestapo.
Right. All them little words they like throwing around at the Trump and the admin and the Republicans, bro. Hypocritical. And then they're supporting it. I stand with the Iranian people. And that means blow up the Terry leader, bro. Like
it's just like there's so much go with them and not enough in the brain of knowing how much knowledge they actually have of the matter.
Right.
Like, I know it all. I have an opinion and I'm gonna put all my energy into it. It's like dial some energy back, shift it over to the look into things more and think about it a little more, where there could be some flaws and things that you don't know that might affect that opinion.
And then when you tell them,
then you won't get all in the situation you guys are in.
And then when you tell them something they don't know about that situation and they completely refuse to change their opinion, what's that word? They always, oh yeah, bigot. Yeah. Then they behave like a bigot. Interesting. Very hypocritical again.
The projection is astounding.
Yeah, it's painful. The projection is almost projected as much as our missiles that just took out the terrorist regime in Iran.
Almost as high as the stock market is projected to come in the next few months.
Don't worry,
businesses are going to be booming.
Don't
Quite
worry.
literally booming.
It bounced right back. So I 100% believe that this week, as the title said, what up, IRP Jungle? How you be doing today? The theme of the show, folks, is the world is healing. It is healing. Earth's civilization is now healing from years of woke deep state disease, bro, that wrecked it a whole lot, right?
Disease.
This Aaron Spencer from Arkansas, I call it, father, he was accused of killing a, child predator person, right?
Woo.
That he found with his missing daughter. Okay. This guy just won the Republican primary for sheriff of Lonoke County. So people are like, yeah, I'm voting that guy.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy, man. How the governor of it's governor, right? Or is it the senator of Philly? You know which one?
Fetterman.
Yeah.
Senator right now.
Yeah, nobody
Was
thought-
governor, I believe.
He's definitely not your typical or what you'd think would get voted in, and there he is. He's still there.
Yep.
And people are liking him.
Yeah.
People want something with some skin in the game, with some balls. That's what
And
people
he's calling
want
out the
now.
ridiculous Democrats right now, and they're all crying about it,
I
bro.
mean, it makes sense. This is what happens when you have such a weak leader figure in there before. You are going to have some more over that line of balance. You have to get some stuff from the far side of that balance line to rebalance because you were so far on the other side of it.
And speaking of balance,
with pussiness,
this man is literally doing legal Batman, bro. He says he's running because the justice system failed to protect his daughter, bro.
Hello, Lono.
What not a better reason?
My name is Aaron Spencer. Many of you know my story. I'm the father who acted to protect his daughter when the system failed. I'm also a husband, a combat veteran of the 82nd Airborne Division, a contractor, and a farmer.
Brother.
And through my own fight for justice, I have seen firsthand the failures in law enforcement and in our circuit court. And I refuse to stand by while others face these same failures. That's why I'm announcing my candidacy to run for Lonoke County Sheriff. This campaign isn't about me. It's about every parent, every neighbor, every family who deserves to feel safe in their homes and safe in their community. It's about restoring trust, where neighbors know law enforcement is on their side and families know that they will not be left alone in a moment of need. Together, we can build a safer, stronger Lonoke County for every family. I'm Aaron Spencer, and I'm running for sheriff of Lonoke County.
Like, bro, people are fucking done with it, bro. They
man
stepping up, dude, stepping up to the
talk
plate.
About prime example, taking that negative energy and using it for motivation and like drive to do something.
Right, bro. Like, man, God bless that man, dude. Good shit, bro. I feel like the world is healing, dog. A lot of positivity this week, in my humble opinion, bro. A lot of good things happening, bruh. So we covered this one when they extracted Venezuela. This is like a good AI channel or something. But I got the Asmon Gold version, and so this was the how did they kill Khomeini? You know, little like animated narrated thingy. You know, it's pretty good.
So how Israel tracked down the Ayatollah Khomeini's.
Yeah, the AI Telly is the original channel, but you should follow Asmon and AI Telly.
Secret compound. Here we go. Let's watch it.
How did the CIA and Mossad manage to track down the Iranian Supreme Leader's secret compound?
It all started around 8 in the morning. CIA tracked some high-level Iranian leaders at this building right in the heart of Tehran. U.S. intelligence shared a critical tip with their Israeli counterparts. For months, they've been quietly hacking into Iranian communication channels using Space Force low-orbit satellites.
This is what they think they're gonna beat. They're gonna beat. Oh my God!
Satellites. But pulling off a strike isn't that simple. In the first wave, they had to neutralize a larger number of Iran's anti-air defense systems.
Yeah, of course.
This critical step cleared the airspace for a massive strike force of around 200 Israeli jets. But this area is highly fortified, so how do you destroy a deeply buried target like this? Well, they
Drop
use
a
bunker
bunch of
busters.
bombs on top of each other.
Their delayed fuses punch through deep concrete before detonating. This is part one. How exactly did Israel...
This is what they did last year too. Is they just dropped one of them, and then after they got like halfway through, they just dropped another one right on top of it.
Israel and the United States managed to assassinate one of the most heavily protected men on the planet. The answer? An unprecedented joint operation. For months, the CIA and elite Israel...
So definitely go watch this, folks, if you're into it. The AI Telly link is on the blog page.
Yeah, it's almost like you're watching an instructive Jason Bourne movie.
I know, right? They're pretty good, bro. And they said they're an engineering channel, so usually they covered like engineering stuff, and then he started covering like these like operations and shit. Was just pretty cool.
Step 2. Hannah 15 jet flies near the illuminated target.
The other one in today's announced like address or whatever that Trump did, right? He also straight up said, "Yeah, I told Bibi, hey, stop trying to take credit. Stop trying to take credit for Iron Dome. That's our technology, man." like straight up said it, bro. Like,
hey, you gotta correct it.
Yeah.
This bombs and funding people that kill us. I mean, like that's the real reason.
Military strike.
It's kind of obvious.
The ultimate target was the Supreme Leader's own compound. Missiles dialed in on highly sensitive areas.
Yeah,
We're
but if
talking
you like these kind
specifically
of videos, man, go and pull up that AI Telly. It's pretty banger. And if you want some dank commentary, Asmongold's hilarious.
There's been some good memes floating around, like the military world. Have you heard how the missile defense systems failed, obviously, in Iran? They're like, oh, why? You know, they were Chinese units.
Aren't they all like their leftover hand-me-downs too?
Well, no, they worked absolutely perfect. You see, they worked just as they're supposed to. Like, I don't know what the problem was, guys. When enemy jets are nearby, they blow up to let you know that they're nearby. They did their job perfectly. Yeah.
The other one that I guess is interesting, and it's not, very couth to say because it involves other people getting hurt, right? But also the American military is trying to maybe provoke China to hand them some weapons to like keep them going, because then they'd see what China was trying to hand over, and they would get like an example of like their current tech, because they wouldn't have like the leftover shit they already gave them. They'd have to give them probably something more modern, or maybe even something like they currently use.
Yeah.
And so that was also being rumored that was part of the strategy, was to provoke the Iranian, allies to try and come to aid. And so, man, they got them in a bind, bro. They took down Venezuela, Iran, and now they're talking about going in and fixing Cuba, getting rid of that communism and that cannibalism bullshit going down there. So now it's like super set up for Trump to be like, yo, China, yo, Russia, let's make a deal, man. Let's make a great deal.
Yeah. Oh, is it true the U.S. taxpayers are giving the Taliban $87 million a week? We were, I believe, we put a stop to that, but are we still? I would think that got stopped by Doge.
Give me the details on the story of the USA taxpayers giving about $87 million a week to the. Which one did you think it was? Taliban, right?
Taliban.
Yeah, because that was in that Doge stuff. I agree. That was what came up when they shut down the USAID, right? Well, and then also Minnesota's in trouble, bro, because their money, so our tax money that got given to the Somalians got sent over to Somalia and then went to their terrorist organization. So we were also funding Somali terrorist
Yeah,
organization.
that was definitely happening under the Obama era. You're right, Steezy. Dude, Sean Ryan's been popping off lately.
Really? I can't get into that guy, bro. He's such a
Like what he's doing with his the people he has on and all the stuff he's uncovering.
Cool.
He's doing something big coming up here. I forget what it is. I don't know if he's like. I'm pretty sure he has his own website and everything already, but wait.
Oh,
no,
the American.
Some guy is making his own channel because he got banned off YouTube permanently now. I forget who.
Oh no, he got back. Tyler Oliveria, the guy that we covered that covered the Hasidic Jew community.
Oh yeah, really?
Yep.
That
So-
must have been real recent.
So after he made the Jew video, bro, his YouTube all of a sudden just got deleted. No message, no marks, no.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a warning.
Yep.
And then his Patreon got shut down too, bro.
Yeah, all of it.
So he made a website. So if you want to support Mr. Tyler Oliveria's work of YouTube journalism, definitely go to his new website. I would have probably helped him out differently with a different branding name, but he's calling it Tyler Raw.
Aspen Gold was like, I think people are going to think this is something else by the name. Yeah.
They were like, I was looking for
probably
Tyler
just a little
naked.
bit.
No.
Only Tyler's fans.
Yeah, right. Yeah, probably talking about American humanitarian aid that went to Afghanistan. Special Inspector General of Afghanistan Reconstruction reports the public figures such as
cigar.
Yeah, from the Sean Ryan guy. Funds are intended for humanitarian purposes. What about USAID and those shutting that down? What were the ties to funding Taliban? Bro, this is why like AI sucks because I talk to it so much, like all day, every day, and all the time I go, but wait, what about this? And then it'll be like, oh, well, yeah, there's that too. And so actually,
Well, you got to you asking like so many questions at one time. I mean, it's AI, it should, but just ask one thing, then a little more.
I mean, I can try and show.
give it a
I'll
bite.
try that to show you, bro. But that shit don't work, bro. You got to give it more words than less words. Otherwise, it just like goes off, kind of. In my experience, Diversion concerns cigar was documented that the Taliban used methods like taxes on aid contracts, salaries, transportation, siphon funds. I mean, like, what was the money that Obama or Biden let them have?
Right, yeah.
When he just pulled out, there were pallets of cash, weapons, helicopters.
I don't know if that one actually ever went through, but it was supposed to be like 600 million.
Well, there were pallets there. Like they just left the pallets of cash with the
I
weapons.
mean
piles
that,
and
but
shit.
he was supposed to like wire something them another like 600 million on some other deal.
Was that another deal? And then on top of it, remember
felt like
Iran
that
too?
one never actually went through.
Then he
Like, that was
unfroze the
just
money
to
for
try to get
Iran.
'em. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. MTG, she was on it. Biden administration of enabling terrorism and taxpayer money. They highlighted ironies like funding the Taliban while they hold American hostages or equipped terrorist camps. Obama gave $400 million to the freaking Ayatollah when they got our guys. To the Iranian Ayatollah.
It sucks because Iran used to be like one of the smartest and profitable, or like rich
PBD was talking
countries.
about, dude.
Yeah,
Yup.
they used to be a awesome country. Things were popping. The people had it really good.
Yeah, you see those videos going around this week, like showing old school Iran. Look normal.
Oh,
Looks super normal.
Oh, the women are like dressed out just like beautifully.
Like normal people.
Well,
Yeah.
like just
no hijab.
Yeah, but like people think girls kind of dress up here. Like no, girls were dressing up back then.
Mhm.
The outfits were elaborate as hell.
Right.
Just everything, gold, everything, lace lined.
I watched a few videos of guys
was
being like,
beautiful.
bro, all these people in America that are saying like, oh, Trump's terrible for bombing this thing. Like, you don't understand, bro. Like my daddy's daddy who grew like born and lived in Iran. And bro, literally when the Islamic regime came over, bro, they literally took over and forced us all into to Islam. Like, so,
Basically,
yeah,
like
no, it wasn't like our choice, bro. Like,
yeah, real day Viking type pillaging and shit. Not good. Not what we are trying to have in the modern day, because we're supposed to be evolved past that.
oh yeah, I was. So this one I said, how to take out a global bad guy without spending your own troops or officially declaring war.
This just in, it's big. A U.S. official telling Fox thousands of Iraqi Kurds have launched a ground offensive in Iran. Decimated, destroyed, defeated. All words the Pentagon used to describe Iran's various military forces on day 5 of Operation Epic Fury. Moments ago, President Trump touting its success.
So we're in a very strong. I didn't understand this. So like Kurdakistan or something is like an actual place, but it's like not a place. So it's like between 4 different effing countries, and Iran's one of them. It's like in a corner pocket of it or something. But like it's one of those kind of sounds like they're being oppressed, perhaps.
We've done pretty sure we've had good relations with the Kurds.
So now they're going in on this
Control, and
they're
they
like,
would have
yeah,
used
let's
it
get in there.
on us if we let them. The Secretary of War says it's just the beginning.
We are just getting started.
Bro, did you watch Aspen cover his speech? His speech was pretty awesome, bro.
I don't think I've seen this one.
That was pretty good.
We are accelerating, not decelerating. Iran's capabilities are evaporating by the hour, while American strength grows fiercer, smarter, and utterly dominant. More bombers and more fighters are arriving just today. We can sustain this fight easily for as long as we need to.
The White House reporting more than 7.
Dude's pretty good, man. I like him a lot. So yeah, pretty interesting to see the Kurds going to fight this battle, this conflict. I would like to call it. I don't know if we're full blown war.
Notice there's Kurds over there. There's no Canadians helping us out.
No Canucks, man. Darn.
They're just still butthurt we beat them in hockey.
You see what says Clips IPR? What's the linky? Yeah, Biden. Yeah, Biden left cash over there too.
Military tech, weapons, cash.
The worst, bro, that I'll never forget, dog, was the videos they made immediately of hanging somebody from the like Black Hawk helicopter that they were trying to fly. Like, yeah, suck it, America, or something. Like, dude, that was just so disgraceful. But luckily, they then crashed the plane because they don't know how to fly a helicopter. Or crash the helicopter.
Hello.
Yeah. This is pretty cool. Oh shit.
Pull up, brother.
We are going down. Mr. Dan's got one on here, which generally means it's a comedic relief.
I feel like it would be.
Dan said this administration goes hard in the paint.
I'm pretty sure it's like a White House post.
Or on Facebook.
Oh, Benny Johnson.
The Benny Johnson, yeah. 34 felonies, 3 baby mamas.
Yeah.
Got shot, kidnapped.
for
City
those
president.
only listening, it's a picture of Trump like talking in front of the White House podium that McEnany and everybody's gives the updates.
Press release.
He's wearing a do-rag, smoking a blunt, Hagstaff. Everybody's dressed up gangsters.
You got a gold chain 47 on.
Yeah. That's Rubio, right? Off to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. The open face.
Hexeth, Rubio, and freaking JD Vance all gangstered out.
Vance with the grills.
That's hilarious, bro. He do have 34 felonies, 3 baby mamas, and he been shot, and he kidnapped a dude. It's all facts. I don't know how it happened. I'm not really in the generation of the thug life, the kids call it. They call it thug life. I'm not really normally part of this thug life, but apparently it was just my calling. Somebody needed to do it, so I did it the best that anybody could possibly do it. Sometimes I just be wilding, you know. I just get a little wild, a little wacky. Things happen, you know. It's life, but we're here. We're doing good. Yeah, dude. And if not already, you know, clearly I believe that this thing is not a war and that, you know, things are going to be pretty good. You know, I guess I should throw in a caveat where I could be wrong. And maybe this does like completely go on for a really long time and everything. However, it seems really ramped up, bro. Seems really ramped up. How old are the B1s, bro?
Oh, they've been around.
How old? How old are B2s?
Like, not as old as a B1, but yeah, surprised. Like, it feels like it came out when we were. No, it pretty much.
So my dad literally worked on the B2 while he was at Sunstrand, and he was in like a secret program where he couldn't talk about what he did at work, like with the wife and everything.
Yeah.
So like literally like back then, bro.
Yep.
Like 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
70s, 80s.
Yeah,
so they're
50
old.
years old.
So they're
It's
really
like as old as most parents. Yeah.
So they're really
Uh-huh.
outdated tech, right? So what does it mean if you're sending in B1s and B2s over into Iran now? What does that mean to you as like a military kind of guy? You're sending in your old tech that could easily be detected.
They don't have much tech against it. Means their military is crap.
It means their military has been removed.
Dude, those bright blue. What the heck is that? What are we hitting them with?
Well, all I know is blue is the hottest flame,
Dude,
right?
it almost looks like the one almost looked like a laser came out of the sky, but that other one doesn't.
I mean, they do say there's Jewish space lasers.
It's the Goim beam.
The Goim beam. The Goyim beam. Look out. Yeah, so could be wrong, folks, but right now it looks like not so much very war. At least it won't be very elongated. You know what I mean? Did you hear the insane good news?
Yeah, that's right.
About Texas?
Gator don't play no shit.
Did you hear the crazy, absolute, insane news about Texas?
Brandon Herrera.
So Brandon Herrera beat the Rhino Republican, and that marks the Rhino Republican's first loss in his entire career. Suck it. And then it wasn't over 50%, unfortunately. So that means now it goes to another runoff race at the end of this month, where now the Rhino Republican will be on the ballot, and then Brandon Herrera will be on the ballot. If you're not familiar, Brandon Herrera is this long-haired guy who is a YouTube gun tuber. Super Pro 2A, makes wicked badass gun videos for like years now, okay?
Did the breakdown of Trump's attempted assassination.
Yep.
And
They did a
all-
recreation, right?
Yeah.
So 4 years ago, he ran and lost. He re-ran, and now it's going to a runoff. But wait, this just in. Yeah, folks, I'm hearing that the Rhino Republican is actually officially seceded from the election. So he will now be on the ballot. However, he's already seceded. I don't know if he can like come back in. Like, wait, they did actually vote and I won. I'm coming back. Or I think it means Brandon Herrera's in, dog, which will mark, to my knowledge, the first YouTuber that has been elected into United States Senate. I believe he's running for freaking senator.
Are there any others?
Isn't that wild, bro? So I'm pretty sure it's
think
first
there's any
YouTube
other.
senator. We also got rid of Dan Crenshaw. And we also got rid of, and she was not elected senator, to Miss Yasmin Crockett. So big wins in Texas, bro. Big winner.
Heck yeah.
Big, big, big winner. So if you're in Texas, make sure to go vote for Mr. Brandon Herrera. So then you can feel good about yourself when he does a bunch of awesome, patriotic things and probably a whole bunch of Pro 2A shit down there in good old Texas.
Big winner with chicken in your dinner.
So I think that's some real good news, man. We need a little bit of that up here in Illinois, man. So, man, shoot.
Yeah.
I wish I had the money, and I wish I had the time, and I wish I had the desire. But we need to get more MAGA Christian type-minded people running here in Illinois. So hopefully we can all pray to get that
We just
happening
need to
a
get
little bit
all
more.
those people that believe that to get to the voting box and actually put in a vote for somebody that is more on those terms, which is just not who's currently in there.
Honestly, we don't have a lot of good opportunity, though. A lot of people don't run. And then if they're really awesome people, they just move the hell out of the state. So then we have like a loser vacuum where it's
But-
just like losers left over running for politician, it seems.
Yeah.
Like, golly.
But still, 15% or whatever population actually voting.
Right,
I think no matter what, like as long as we actually get out there.
Well, that's why I'm
if
pro.
we weren't so busy working trying to pay these bills, hey, take
Gotta
a
make
day,
the
take
time,
a day,
bro.
Take a day. Yeah.
Gotta figure it out, bro. Gotta hit the morning or something, bro.
Yep.
Like,
gotta make it work.
That's why I'm pro Darren Bailey, bro, because he talks with Trump, so he's clearly pro MAGA, pro Trump. Prays at the end of some videos I've seen. Seems like a nice guy, bro. Seems like a not dirty Democrat at minimum is what I would say, right?
I mean, hey,
who knows if he's a nice guy?
I mean, if the people on the other side receiving it are integral, mail-in voting does also work if you really can't make it to office. That's why they made it.
Trump is trying to pass the legislation, though, to get rid of mail-in voting for almost pretty much everything except military people.
Yeah.
So interesting, right?
Yeah. But for the meantime,
get out and vote.
That's what sucks. If it was just paper, I feel like mail, like as long as you have your record, because you're supposed to have a record that you voted,
right?
And so they still should be able to backtrack,
right?
That as long as they're not running it through a Dominion machine.
It was more just because it was taken advantage of. I think
they was
is where it is.
Oh yeah, then you still have to have an investigation just to see if the scanned versus registered votes match up. Blah blah
Right.
blah. blah.
And is it a legit ballot that was put in the mail envelope thingy? Tricky.
I mean,
because then you can also mail-in vote for a whole bunch of people on voter rolls that didn't actually go out and vote.
Easy.
So I watched
Trump, make a law, make it mandatory that on voting day, companies just can't make you work.
I watched a
Or
video.
have to give you mandatory allowed enough time to go vote and not get.
He needs to
docked
make it
at
a
work
national
or
holiday.
something.
He should make
Yeah.
voting a national holiday.
But
the presidential election voting
there's-
is national holiday, bro.
Well, there's still people that work on Christmas, on Thanksgiving, national
Like, it
holidays.
would help
So
out a lot,
That's why,
you know?
mandatory time off to go
Shutdown
vote
day, bro.
should somehow. I want to say because that would, I feel like it'd be cool, but then also there's certain areas where if there's no workers, we're screwed. There's infrastructure stuff and whatnot, law enforcement, everything like that. Obviously,
National holidays happen every year.
Yeah, and people work them.
Right. I'm just saying,
That's
but a
what I'm
lot of people
saying.
get them off. So
Well, that's why the easiest way would just be company has to let person get time to go vote.
yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Make some kind of company incentive or help them make that possible.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what you could do to help aid that to happen, but something
Right,
would
yeah.
be
I don't know
cool.
if it's legislation, incentive wise, what would be the better way or a combination. But I mean, yeah.
Maybe Trump
At
can get one of
end
the advisors
day-
on it.
End of the day, we're a group of people, and if we bind together, we can go against the government. That's what it's always been. And so that means we also then can lead our culture in whichever way we want, as long as we just band together and we all go do something.
So the other big one this week, there was actually a lot of there was three big news pieces, right? So we had, the Trump is still, crushing it over in Iran and basically looks like it's over. Then, we had, what was the second one? But the third one was Tim Walz is getting investigated. So they did investigate Tim Walz and then that other mayor guy, Fry or whatever. So Tim Walz playing dumb when Rep. Nancy Mace is grilling him on how government spend on autism. Claims went from 1 million to $343 million. Like, is he actually just stupid?
Yeah, I felt like she could have definitely done a little more professionally, a little more like.
Yasmin was cracking me up.
Yeah,
he's like, "Oh, it's a girl talking. We're just gonna skip." Hold on.
I don't have those numbers in front of me, Congresswoman.
Did you prepare for this hearing today? Did you do any preparation
I take
for this hearing
Congress
today?
seriously.
And you've seen the numbers about autism fraud in Minnesota. So we're going to do some Minnesota math with you today, okay? Are you ready? How much money was spent on 2017 for autism in Minnesota? How much?
I don't know. I wasn't the governor.
Okay. Did you not just say that you prepared for this hearing today? $1 million, okay? A quick Google search or using your AI could tell you $1 million was spent. How much money was spent on autism in Minnesota in 2024?
I don't have the number in front of me.
Well, I thought you weren't the governor, and that's why you didn't know the number. But now that was a year when you were the governor.
Were you governor in 2024?
I was, but I'm not the
Okay,
head
so
of
your
HHS.
excuse before that you didn't know what 2017 autism numbers were because you were not governor, and today you can't answer the numbers about 2024 as governor, and you still said you prepared for this hearing today. It's unbelievable. $343 million was spent in 2024. What percent increase is that from 1 million to 343 million? What percentage increase is that?
I'm not here to be your prop. Go ahead and tell me.
Well, are you governor of Minnesota or not?
Literally are.
Yes, I am. I'm not.
Well,
I'm
when
not
I'm
a prop
governor of
for a
South
member of
Carolina,
Congress.
you can sure as hell bet that I'm going to know the math. The math is 34,200% increase, an increase of 343 times what it was in this time period. Do you know the number of children in Minnesota?
I know that Minnesota ranked as a top 3 state for children
What is the
in the
total
last year.
population in Minnesota?
5.7 million.
Okay. What is the total population of children in Minnesota?
I don't have the number in front of me right
Are
now.
you governor of Minnesota?
I know 400,000 were cut out of health care last week by the actions you made.
Are you governor of Minnesota?
So yeah, she's going a little bit circly, right? You know, like
I'm asking you for the 17th time. Are you actually the governor of Minnesota? Like, you should know, because if you're like the governor, you should know all these numbers because you're the governor, so you should just know everything of it.
Which, you know,
everything of your state.
in his defense, you know, hey, the numbers.
Should probably.
But if you're going to investigation, maybe you want to cover your ass and know some effing numbers so you can like reverse it on them and make them look like the idiot.
Yeah, but also like ask the attorney, saying less is generally always better.
My favorite was the guy who said, "All right, so
it's another hour.
We
make America great again."
It's 11 o'clock. So my favorite was the guy that said, Mr. Barack Obama's strategy becoming the president and looking for a running mate was a few things. One of those was that his running mate would be dumber than him, and the other one would be that he doesn't outshine him ever. So he went with Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden was, a backseat vice president for those 8 years, and then he goes to run for president. And what was his strategy? Well, his strategy was the same thing.
So you only get dumber down the line.
His strategy was make sure they're dumber and they don't outshine me. And he went with Kamala Harris. Who did Hillary Clinton go with? Who was that VP going to be? I forget that.
I almost want to say Al Gore, but
New topic. Who was Hillary's running mate in Pres election? So then, Kamala did the same thing. So Kamala, also picked somebody that was dumber and wouldn't outshine her, and that was you. Like, straight to this dude's face, bro. Straight to Tim Walz. And Tim Walz like, I cannot confirm that. Bro, just like, what? That was your response, bro?
that response just locks it in that he is in that position for those reasons.
Good look, Neil Tamir. Good job playing homie in the chat, man. That's why you're a moderator, sir. You got a computer. Check out that signup.toleratech.com. Hillary Clinton did not run as president nominated. What? I said, who's the running mate in the presidential election, man? Kane?
Tim Kaine.
Who the hell is that? I didn't even
know.
like.
Well, we obviously same strategy. They didn't overshine Hillary because we don't remember him at all.
Tim Kaine,
Yeah.
bro.
Google him.
Kaine, a former governor of Virginia, mayor of Richmond, and then U.S. senator in 2012, was chosen partly for his experience across governmental levels, his ability to appeal to moderate voters, Hispanics, speak fluent Spanish, and his ties to key swing state Virginia. Bro, how bad was Mike Pence as a freaking choice, bro? That was another. That's one of those also that I disagree with. Donald Trump on, bro. Like,
seemed good at the moment with not much knowledge of the guy. And
he
then you
seemed
dug
not so
into it.
bad. I talked to a few people. They said that he was not that bad of a guy. It turns out that guy was bullshit. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then my last one for the night, folks, is one more honorable mention to this Mr. Reagan YouTube channel, mostly just because it makes me die. It makes me die of laughter. He dropped the last part in episode 1, and then since then he has now come out with the full episode. Oh, go over to the YouTube, check out the Mr. Reagan channel, because he's doing an AI like Trump team admin superhero.
It's a Trump Archer series.
But it's all like old school, like 60s cartoon style or 60s, like,
it's like
spy
Archer.
movie style or something. I guess that is kind of like that. But he's making it grainy and like in 4:3, so extra old, I guess. But bro, it's epically hilarious. Epically hilarious. Go check this out if you are a MAGA American and you're looking for a funny.
Oh,
Go give this guy a
different
sub.
now. Christy Nome was Ice Lady, icing them all.
Yeah, because she was HHS, right?
Yeah. Now she's not.
Oh, no, she's not. Yeah. So I wonder if the next episode is going to swap that, right?
Right.
She got cut from the team. So this one was funny because it was the end of the episode. So it's how they thwarted Mr. George Poros.
Is the gold in there?
You'll have to go watch the episode to find out. Because what he did here, folks, is he let them know that he had Eric Swalwell get close to the Fort Knox HVAC unit and release a toxic irradiated fume. Because Swalwell's the one that farts on TV.
I was gonna say he farted.
So his superpower is like a radioactive, yeah. So he irradiated all the gold, and he's gonna show them how the gold is now tainted. So go check out that Mr. Reagan channel on the YouTube for a funny. Maybe follow that
We
guy
can't
because
use
it's
the gold
hilarious.
anymore. What do you mean, Cadet? Why can't we use it? I'll explain this, sir. Well, you better figure it out soon, Cadet, because you're in a lot of trouble. I farted on it, sir. Excuse me, what? That makes no sense. Well, sir, let's just say if I farted in here, you would also be screwed. So just hope that I didn't eat any beans last night. Cadet, please leave, and we'll talk about this later. I seen you eat a can of beans at the lunch hall, and I don't want to die. Radioactive farts. I think I know a couple people that have some.
Me as well.
Yep, but that's I didn't even know I had that one in there. I'm glad I got another one in. I thought I was null for the week.
One.
All right.
Good luck, Mr. Nil Tamir. Heads up the signup.toleratech.com link. That one works and goes to the current 10% discount. The other one was the old 4th of July deal. Much appreciated for the shout out there. Folks, if you have a computer, help the lights stay on. Let me be your tech guy, man. Your like-minded tech guy. Hit out the signup.toleratech.com link in the description box down below there. If you got a small business, I can help you out with, CRM and website digital sales system stuff. So AI call agents. So, somebody calls you, they get a new school voicemail. That one is at the Scalar toolbox that Nil Tamir just pinned to the top of the chat. Good looking using your moderator powers there, Mr. Nil Tamir. He just found out that he had powers in the chat.
Got the power.
He said, "Oh shit, I could do some stuff here, man." So yeah, check that out. Love to help you guys out. Dan will remind you how to help out for free.
You click share, and then you click where, and then you click again, and bing, bang, boom, magic is done, and you've shared the show. And all of a sudden, you're not a hoe. At least for a week until another episode comes back again. And you might turn back into a hoe.
So
Or
make sure
you can share the show.
you share that show. Don't be the hoe. So share it out, man. Friends, fam, co-workers. Share it out to somebody who needs some more awareness. Maybe somebody who's in the middle and they're just looking to build a better news feed, guys.
Sharing
Check that out.
Sharing saves the country.
Got some blog posts lined up to come out. I'll be sharing out on the Facebooks. Follow on the Facebooks.
You've been active on the Facebooks lately.
Oh, really? You've been getting them?
Yeah, at least a couple.
Yeah, bro. The ones on my personal have been blowing up, bro. I've been getting some good engagement on them, bro. They be dying.
I've seen one.
Bro,
I've seen one for sure.
I got random homies on the Facebook getting the post with Mike Dixon talking shit, and then they're going in there and talking shit at him and shit.
Hey.
Showing him the business. I'm done. I was like, hey, the homies came.
Gang violence.
I was like, gang, gang, all right, bro. My sister-in-law commented.
No, we don't condone gangs. We don't condone violence. It's jokes, people. It's for entertainment.
Yeah, gang, like in the comments, My sister-in-law commented on it like, what are you even talking about? What a deep state Democrat thing to say. Or like, and I text her, I was like, bruh, you finally seen this guy enough and you finally posted? I ain't never seen you. And he goes, she's like, who is this guy? It's the first time I've seen him. And I was like, yeah.
He gotta make it happen.
He got a history. He is a returning frequent flyer of my Facebook feed, being a headliner liberal. So, yeah, join the Facebooks. And that one's fun if you're over on the Facebooks. But if you're an Xer, man, follow me at Mastash on the Xer, bro.
Yeah.
Links in the description, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Live chat. Y'all have a great night. God bless y'all.
Yep. Y'all get to go to bed. I
Yeah,
still
bro.
gotta work.
Third term DJT. Oh, the funny thing, I was telling Conspiracy Logic today, he goes, bro, honestly, at this point, because he's real in the middle, he's like, I love Donald Trump, but then he's very critical of him also.
Which
so sometimes
we should be of anybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody in that position.
So sometimes he's like, he's kind of ticking me off right now. So he's not, I'm not a big fan. I'm like, bro, I'm a bootlicker. Sorry. Everything the guy does is gold, So he was like today, he goes, man, honestly, I might be into Donald Trump for a third term now, at this point, I said, bro, I'm saying, stay with me here. Have you seen Futurama?
There's other places that it has been known the people loved the leader so much they wanted him to base. It wasn't dictatorship. It was they're just like, this guy's good. We want him to keep doing it.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with it. The system ain't broke, so don't fix it.
Yeah.
Let him keep going. He is. And then, unless something happens in the guy's life, he's not going to turn on him all. He's not going to, unless he's a bipolar episode or this, that. But if he's been doing great for a decade, they end up having these great leaders. Certain places have had great leaders for 30 years.
One might argue Russia and Putin.
Yeah.
He keeps getting elected.
Right. Yeah.
Allegedly.
If it's elected or elected.
Yeah. So my theory, bro, I present Mr. Donald Trump needs to pass an emergency executive order right now to stop all federal funding for every single medical disease out there. Let the private market handle it. And all of our United States dollar tax money that's currently going to medical goes towards R&D to make the head in a jar Nixon thing from Futurama.
I think we need med beds before that.
No, we need head in a jar DJT, infinite supreme leader of America. And he can just be the plugged-in AI consultation box for the next president that's elected.
If we have,
maybe he's not president.
First, we can keep him alive for a long time, and everybody else can benefit. And then we head in jar.
If you get the head in the jar immediately, his booming economy will just naturally lead to medbed next.
Yeah, maybe.
So I think Trump head in jar before anything else, and you put that shit in Fort Knox so that nobody can tamper it, and then you plug him into the internet.
Unless he farts in Fort Knox by event, then
unless Swalwell gets there, you know, yeah. I think Futurama Nixon, bro, head in the jar.
Yeah. Either way,
Agnew.
we need both of them.
Oh my god, that Futurama shit was hilarious, bro. I've rewatched that whole entire series like 5 times. It's bad.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up. I still got work I gotta do.
All I got for you there, folks, we got that 2. We've got the 1, and then I think I hear something else that we might have.
All right.